How's it
I
going,
got a new
everyone?
letter from
It's
an
KO
informant.
here,
Looks like the situation has
and
changed again.
as you can tell by the title of the stream, I'm going to be celebrating the Windblume Festival. If, if my memory serves, I wasn't able to do the first Windblume Festival, because I didn't join Genshin before that happened. So this will be my first one. But first, I'm going to do my daily commissions. Oh, I missed him.
Gotcha!
Stay put! Boing, boing,
I'm
go!
just gonna get the perfect version.
Quietly now. Busted!
Come on. Say cheese. Hehe.
La la la.
Alrighty. Alright. Next one. Actually, I'll go to this one first and then that one. One second, let me turn my heater off. Much better.
Woo!
I love the way the small characters run.
Quietly now.
Oh, there I started.
La la la. Pew!
Okay, ow.
Yeah. Hi-ya. Ooh, ah. Don't be scared.
Thank you, Gui. There you are. Sup, bird?
Gotcha! Quietly now.
Alright, one more. Where are you? There you are. Oh. Oh. Darn it.
A walk would be nice.
And again, sorry if I cough a bit and if it gets loud. Still got some of that start breaking up in my chest.
Gather!
Hello? Oh no, missiles.
Stabilize!
Stay put. This might hurt a little. Boing, boing, boom! Boom! Yeah, yeah, boom! Ooh.
I love the shield. Yoo-hoo! Wake wake.
Yeah.
Wait,
Certainly
I know I
worth
opened
the
that chest
extra mile.
before. Oh well,
Gather.
I'll take 5 Prima Gems.
Stabilize!
Pew! Everyone hold hands.
I will have order! Gather! Order guide you!
I see everything.
Hey, you're the only one left, eh?
Boom! Hi-ya!
Wait. Okay, it's weird. I know I've beaten those guys up before.
Maybe there's even more buried below.
I mean, I'll gladly take it. Alright, let me see here. 656, so that's 4 wishes. So I have 6 wishes total for a 10 out of a 10 wish. Also, I'll be doing the actual storyline for the Windblume Festival on screen. And I'll be doing the actual like event parts off screen, since there's a music game. I don't know why I'm stuttering.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
Alright, before I do anything,
Don't be scared.
alrighty. Awesome.
There's still a long road ahead.
I'll keep an eye on you.
I'll take care of it.
One moment. Okay, hers are decent. Okay. Wanted to make sure their talents were... Alright. As you can see, I changed my Traveler back to Animo for this event. And this is actually the team I used to use a lot.
Grilled tigerfish. Get it while it's hot.
Because, you know, the overcharge for fire and electro. Pyro and electro, I mean. I love how they actually changed the cities for the events.
The academia. How can I help you? What happened this time? Did you hear what There are so many
I kind of wish Mondstadt could look like this all the time. Just looks so much more beautiful. Honestly, props to whoever designs the cities.
I wonder how many bouquets I received this
Here we go.
Hey there, Catherine.
Hi, Catherine.
Good day, you two. It's nice to see you here at this festive time.
So, got any jobs for us?
I'm afraid I'd struggle to find you any commissions in the near future. With the
Makes
arrival
sense.
of the Windblume Festival, the only task most Mondstadters are busy with is preparing gifts for their loved ones. But it's customary to do this oneself without assistance.
That makes sense.
Think of this period as the off-season for the Mondstadt branch of the Adventurers Guild. Spring is here, love is in the air, and everyone wants to relax and enjoy themselves. Even the cats at the tavern next door have been getting lovey-dovey with one another recently.
Ew. Gross. You know that feeling you get when you burst out the doors after a nice nap, hoping to make it to the store before the limited edition drinks sell out, only to get there just in time to see the last 2 glasses snatched away right from under your nose by a couple of pesky lovebirds? That's what this feels like.
Paimon, yeah, that is a very specific scenario, Paimon.
Perhaps you two could simply take this chance to...
Traveler, Paimon, thank goodness I found you. There's something I need your help with.
Looking adorable as ever.
Sucrose? Go ahead, Sucrose. We don't have anything else to do right now anyway. Phew. Okay, here's the situation. I've been appointed as the Windblume Festival's special ambassador by the Knights of
Special
Favonius this year.
ambassador, nice.
My task is to do good deeds for people during this festival of gratitude and love. Nice one! So how did they decide who to appoint anyway?
Let me guess. Albedo nominated her, didn't he?
They spun an empty bottle donated by Angel's Share inside a circle with all our names on it. Whoever's
Oh.
name the bottle stopped at got chosen.
That sounds like something that happened at a sleepover. Whose idea was it?
I think so too. But everyone said that it was to make it fair, so everyone had an equal chance to become the special ambassador. The thing is, I'm not great at dealing with people, so I was really daunted by it at first. But I'm still glad that I got this role. Luckily, I came up with a way to spur myself on, which has helped. Have a look.
Oh?
Is that a test tube? Yep, every time I do a good deed for someone, I get them to breathe into a test tube. That way, I can collect everyone's breaths of joy. Sounds fascinating. Are you gonna use them in your research?
Please say yes.
Yes. I believe these breaths of joy will serve as valuable raw materials for alchemical transmutation. With any luck, I'll be able to produce something truly miraculous.
Hey, an extra sweet Sunsettia. I remember that.
Mmm. Darn, now Paimon's hungry. Wait, you're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
Paimon, that smug look on your face says you know what I'm doing.
Actually, I meant something even more exciting than that. I can't say for sure until I have more test results to confirm my hypothesis, though. Alchemists mustn't make claims they can't live up to. Anyway, I'm still missing one final breath of joy.
Let me guess. Mine.
Oh, is that all you need help with? That's easy. Just treat Paimon to a sweet madame. Then you'll get your last breath of joy.
More like sweet madame breath.
Hey, come on! Paimon's doing her best to help, okay? So, does it need to be more like official or ceremonious or something? No, joy isn't measured in those terms at all. Let me put it this way. Have you ever planted a fruit seed and cared for it while it grows?
Not really, no.
In the same way that those tender, sweet fruits are the product of your time and effort, the amount of joy derived from an experience is positively correlated to the degree of hardship overcome during it. For example, in my case, I would say that to experience a statistically significant amount of joy, I'd have to do something like spend 6 months developing a medicine formula to a point where it was finally consistently effective. Similarly, in order to collect a significant amount of joy from other people, I have to find ways to do something sufficiently challenging on their behalf. Oh, Paimon gets it now.
Really? 'Cause I don't.
Long story short, you want us to help you find people for you to help.
Oh.
Oh, that's pretty tough given that it's the Windblume
Well, I'm
Festival
glad
and
Paimon
all.
was able to simplify it for me.
Oh, I figured since you're such experienced travelers, you might have some ideas. But if even you don't know how to approach this...
Don't worry, Sucrose. We don't give up that easy.
Yes, you're right. Well, if he's in, then Paimon will help too. With the talking, anyway. But, if things don't work out, can Paimon still get that sweet madame?
Paimon, I can literally cook that for you at any time.
Oh, come on, Traveler. This is a festival of gratitude and love, after all. How could you refuse?
Excuse me, Sucrose? Could I borrow you for a second? Package for you.
Go away!
Oh, sure. Be right back. Wait! Is that who Paimon thinks it is? That's Kale, right? When did she arrive in Mondstadt? Let's go say hi!
Yeah, let's go!
And that's everything. Are they all in satisfactory condition?
Yep. Thank you, Marjorie.
Kale!
Kale! Hey! Oh, hey, you guys. What are the chances? You were staring into space just now. Something the matter? No, don't worry. I'm fine.
No offense, but whenever someone says, "Don't worry, I'm fine," that's when you should worry. At least in Genshin.
I was just looking at a Mondstadt children's book in the souvenir shop over there. While I was flipping through it, a piece of paper fell out. The writing on it was really mysterious. Almost like a prophecy.
Huh. Why does that sound familiar?
If you can do these things, you may light the lantern of utmost joy and receive a supreme blessing.
Huh. I wonder, who's able to leave mysterious notes of paper out of nowhere?
And what does these things refer to? Find a flower that is not of this world. Find a guide who will never get lost. Find one who would never lie. Find a legend that never ends.
A flower that is none of this world, and a guide who will never get lost. I think I know what those two are.
So, 4 things in total. Here, have a look. I asked a lady who owns the store about it, but she said that she didn't know anything about any paper slips.
Hi there. Sorry to butt in, but what's the name of that storybook you just mentioned?
Oh, it was called The Boar Princess.
That is strange. I've read that book, and it sounds like that note you found has no relation to the story at all.
No, it does not.
Do you know her? Let Paimon do the honors. Kale, this is Sucrose, an alchemist with the Knights of Aphonius. And Sucrose, meet Kale. She's a trainee forest ranger from Sumeru's Avidia Forest. Hello.
Hi.
This is getting awkward fast. They're both so shy.
Yeah, it is.
So, Sucrose, what are your thoughts on this prophecy? Could it be real?
Without having done any research, I couldn't comment definitively.
Yeah, I think I know who's behind these notes. I'm going to make a prediction and say Clee's mother, Alice. Because this sounds awfully familiar to the Golden Apple Archipelago.
But if you want my subjective opinion, I don't think that it's a nasty prank or anything. The only people who read children's books are those with a childlike wonder and imagination. Or children, of course. I'm sure that whoever put this prophecy there would understand that. Would they really do this just to spread lies and ruin someone's innocence? I can't imagine anyone being so cruel.
I can think of a few people who could be that cruel.
That's a great take. I love it. Exactly. Who would want to hurt a child's feelings?
Huh. Let me think. There are some Fatui I know who would do that.
Okay, so what do you think the blessing is, Sucrose?
If I had to guess, maybe a fairy that can make people's wishes come true or something? I haven't read many fairy tales, so this is pure speculation. With no other information on hand or prior research to compare against, I'm afraid it might not even be worth considering.
Nothing's impossible except impossibility.
Wow! Her guesswork is really good, though. I want to pick her brain some more. But will she find it annoying if I keep asking her questions? We've only just met after all. What's the best thing to say to someone you're meeting for the first time? Well, yes. I mean, if possible.
Then, what would you wish for, Kale?
That's a good question, actually.
I'd wish for a better personality.
No, don't say that, Kale. Your personality is fine the way it is.
Huh? You can't waste it on that. You've got a great personality already.
Exactly, Paimon.
That's very kind of you. But if you know me like I do...
We do know you. We spent a lot of time with you in Sumeru.
Kale!
And here's someone else who knows you.
I know that voice. It's...
Kale! Whew. You made good time, huh? You're way earlier than I expected. I spotted your green hair way off in the distance. Good thing my eyes are sharp, or I'd have missed you.
Amber! Have you been doing well? Did you finish all the pita pockets I brought you last time?
You bet. They're getting yummier each time you make them.
Huh? Wait, remind Paimon, have you been to Mondstadt before? Mm-hmm. A long time ago, I had a lot of help from a lot of people here in Mondstadt. So ever since my Elazar got better, I've been looking out for an opportunity to come back to Mondstadt and tell them all the news that I've been cured.
That's good.
If it's okay with everyone, why don't I take Kale for a walk around town? I'd like to show her some of the places she didn't get to see last time.
Go ahead. She's your friend too.
Of course. Fine by me.
You know her longer than I have.
Sure, go right ahead. Sorry, Amber. I agreed to meet my traveling companions by the city gate in a few minutes, so I can't go with you just yet.
Oh, that's all right. In that case, you guys go rest up, and I'll go see Master Jean to ask for some time off.
Oh, okay.
Traveler Sucrose, could you look after Kale for now?
Gladly.
I'll come get her later and take her out. There's still a whole bunch of people I need to introduce her to.
Oh dear.
Sure, no problem.
Awesome. See you later then.
See you later, Amber.
You all right there, Kale? You look kinda disappointed. I'm sorry. I'm just feeling a little shy today. Don't worry about me.
Well, you're in a place you haven't been to in years. Makes sense.
Amber wants to introduce me to more of her friends. Am I gonna be able to cope? I've only met Sucrose so far, and I'm already struggling to make conversation.
That's because you two are both shy to talk early.
I wish I had a little more self-confidence. Then I'd find it much easier to make friends with people. It's nearly time! Let's go to the gate and see if they've arrived.
Hey.
Wind go with you.
All right.
Welcome to Mondstadt. Hope you enjoy the Windblume Festival.
Yep, there they are.
Why is this humble windmill such a great view?
Because it is. It fits in.
I mean, it's understandable. It must have been a long time since you last came to Mondstadt.
Because it is the true Great Vayu Viastra?
I know you didn't just say that. Eh? Okay, I'm sorry. That was even worse than his puns.
Oh, come on. Don't tell me you don't get it.
Oh, he gets it.
View, Vayu, and also Mahamatra, Vayu Viastra. No?
Kainari! Sino! Over here!
Whew, am I glad to see you. And who's this young lady?
Master, this is Sucrose, an alchemist with the Knights of Favonius. We just met. Sucrose, this is my teacher Tainari. He's a highly respected forest watcher in Sumeru, and he's also a very famous botanist.
Kale's exaggerating. I'm Tainari. Pleased to meet you.
She's not exaggerating. You are very good at what you do.
So you have a teacher as well?
I mean, heck, you cured me.
The pleasure is all mine, Tainari, sir.
Yep, he's extremely knowledgeable too. And this is General Mahamatra Sino of the Sumeru Academia. He's really famous in Sumeru as well.
Famous for being terrifyingly powerful. Yes.
Greetings. Though if I might say so, we're purely here for personal reasons. You needn't be unduly concerned with our official positions. And Kale, there's no need to use my full title. Sino is fine. Or sir, if you absolutely must.
Indeed. We're not here in an official capacity, just to keep Kale company on her vacation.
Which is good, because I doubt she would be able to do much on her own. She's way too shy.
Keep me company? But it was you two that insisted on coming.
Kale is very important to us. We felt obliged to ensure her safety on the long, treacherous journey to Mondstadt.
But I've been here on my own loads of times before. What about your work, though? What if something bad happens while the General Mahamatra's away?
Paimon, you're forgetting one very powerful mercenary we know.
There should be no issues. I have left my duties in the hands of my subordinates, and 2 especially reliable helpers.
True.
Oh, Sucrose. What were you saying about you having a teacher as well?
I was just going to mention that I think we're in a somewhat similar situation. I'm an assistant to Mr. Albedo, Mondstadt's genius
Oh, please, Sucrose. Genius is an unnecessary epithet. It will serve only to leave an exaggerated impression of me in the minds of our guests.
I saw that one flopping around right there.
Mr. Albedo, but it is an objective truth.
Hey, Albedo's here too! Great! The more the merrier!
I forgot how nice the light green for Animo looks with Traveler.
So tell me, Sucrose, since your specialty is bioalchemy, what do you know about the antitoxic properties of the calla lily?
Wait! Can we hold off on the nerdy topic for now? I don't want to be left out!
The nerdy topic? Really, Paimon?
Oh, as it happens, I've studied the calla lily in quite some detail before, with it being a species native to Mondstadt. I wrote a whole report on my findings. If you're interested, Mr. Tainari, sir, I can go get it for you.
My legs. Sino, don't do it.
We're supposed to be here on vacation, and you're already thinking about how to improve your herbal medicines? Also, I thought we'd agreed to take on new identities for this trip.
What new identities?
Mine was Adventurer Sino, skilled desert explorer. Tainari's was technological consultant to the treasure hoarders, and Kale's was traveling musician.
Oh gosh. I don't think I could be able to say all that with a straight face.
Very much so.
I do wish some of the less cautious adventurers in the Avidya forest would consider coming to Mondstadt instead. What Philanimo mushrooms lack in texture, they make up for in not causing vomiting or diarrhea.
Are you contemplating using some compounds from the calla lily as active ingredients in a targeted antidote?
Yes, I gathered a few on the way here, and my initial research suggests to me that it could be worth a try.
Okay, I got it. But as much as I don't wish to be a wet blanket, it takes a huge amount of experimental data to conclusively prove how different drugs interact. Estimating the total development time would be very difficult. Add in the time for procurement and delivery of essential materials, and I'm not sure if we could complete development before you need to return.
Oh dear.
Then please, allow me to help.
Mr. Albedo.
Apologies for my tardy entrance in the present discussion. I understand you're looking to make an antidote for poisonous fungi, correct? If you happen to have some samples with you, or relevant documentation on hand, perhaps you might give me the chance to review them later. But before that, I invite the 3 of you to look at this.
Huh.
Food and lodging arrangements? Were you quietly writing this up the whole time? Paimon didn't even notice.
Yeah, I mean, considering what he is, yeah.
Hardly. Rather, I should apologize for interrupting a serious discussion between
I won't
trained
say that
professionals.
in case people watching
Especially
don't
after
know
they've
his
traveled so
secrets.
far to be here, when I myself am neither an adventurer, nor a technological consultant, nor a musician. Nevertheless, I would encourage you to have a knowledgeable local arrange your detailed itinerary while you're in Mondstadt. Take a look, and should you find anything here to be objectionable, it can easily be adjusted.
This is too kind of you. These arrangements are quite excellent.
It looks great! Even Paimon feels like tagging along for the food and board.
Anyway, what do you think of this?
Doesn't Paimon's opinion matter anymore? Paimon's technically a guest in Mondstadt too, you know.
Very comprehensive. The adventurer, technological consultant, and musician all approve. Thank you.
Just one thing. We'd like the chance to cook as well. Why don't we change the group dinner to a camping and cooking trip?
I'll help pitch the tents.
I can help too.
I could have made a joke there, but I wasn't going to.
Mondstadt's cold cut platter is not to be missed.
Great, then it's decided. Sucrose and I will bring the three of you to your inn for a quick rest. You two, let's meet by the lake this evening.
Hey, Sarah.
Hey, Sarah. Can we have a cold cut platter to go?
Sure, coming right up. Would you like anything else?
Do we, want anything else?
Oh god, that look on her face.
Yay! So you do remember after all! You're just the best! Paimon will give you the sweet flower from that sweet madame as a Windblume. No need to worry about that! Paimon can make room for good food.
Paimon is a bottomless pit, you mean?
All right, just a moment.
Oh, that was great. If that was a Windblume treat, then Paimon wishes it could be the Windblume Festival every day.
But then it wouldn't be a treat. Now would it, Paimon?
When I was adventurous.
Hey, you have anything to say anything special with? Of course.
Be safe.
You know what? I don't even know if the angel shirt looks different on the inside.
Come on in and take a seat.
I haven't been in here in a long time. Doesn't look like anything's really changed. Alright. Just wondering. Do 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 do. All right. Real quick. Once everything starts loading in. Here she is. I'll accept those and do them later. Whoa! Lizzie? Balance of breeze, slower pursuit, and breezy snapshots. Okay, so this, I'm guessing this is where I'll go for the actual event parts. Got it. Oh, I thought I had the camera equipped, my bad.
All right, looks like we're all here.
Not at all. We just came early to set everything up, since we happen to be free today. Kale put up the tent so quickly, but still managed to tie very sturdy knots. You can really tell that she's a professional.
Oh, look at her cute little smile.
I didn't do much apart from passing materials around.
Thanks. It's all thanks to Master and Sino. They taught me everything I know.
What can I say? For a skilled adventurer, this is just another day on the job.
Are you quite finished? Or were you going to sing each other's praises till the moon rises? Come on, let's all sit down. That sunshine sprat was really very good. I didn't watch you cook it, but I believe that the prominent umami flavor of the dish owes itself to more than the fish alone.
That's correct. Any further deductions?
Let me think. The aroma was quite uniform. Unlike that of a spice blend, it was also unfamiliar to me. So I would venture that it was a Mondstadt specialty. As far as edible Mondstadt plant species are concerned, calla lilies are usually used in soups. So if I had to guess... small lampgrass?
That's right. I've long heard that Sumeru's fish with cream sauce is noted for its gentle texture, which brings out the tenderness of the fish. Here in Mondstadt, we're not quite as varied in the use of spices as in Sumeru, but the principle of bringing certain distinct flavors to the forefront through combinations of natural ingredients is very much the same.
If it comes back, I might roll.
I liked it a lot. I'm curious as to the exact ratio of ingredients.
I'll write a copy of the recipe for you.
Would anyone like to try the nutrient-dense meal I made?
I'll have some.
What about you, Kale? It doesn't look like you've eaten very much. Is your appetite low at the moment?
No. I just don't eat a lot normally.
I think I know why.
Sorry. I didn't mean to make things awkward.
Tainari, while we were on the road, we spotted something white, walking on two legs. Was that Paimon?
Which day was this?
Just after passing through Stonegate.
Stonegate.
Sino, are you sure your eyes were working that day? Or maybe your hood was blocking your vision? Paimon always flies. There's no way she'd ever walk.
Is that right? I thought that you'd made me snacked on too many local ground nuts.
Oh.
No? Not funny?
No, not one bit, and that's coming from me, Sino.
Ground, you know. As in ground up, but also the ground. Ground nuts make you fall to the ground.
Think of this as part of the process of getting to know Sino. On the bright side, these jokes show that he thinks of you as his friends.
Still, we could test the hypothesis.
Albedo, please do not humor him, please.
What hypothesis?
That plant species indigenous to Mondstadt may have an effect on the motor functions of flying lifeforms.
Hey! Paimon's not your test subject!
No, she's not.
Anyway, by your logic, wouldn't that mean that eating, say, Zaitun peaches, that would make a sick Paimon peachy in no time or something? Hey! Not you two!
I think the Traveler and Paimon's conversations are more entertaining than Sino's jokes.
I see. You must have been keeping quiet about this grievance for quite some time now.
You seem much cheerier now that you're here at Mondstadt, Sino. Actually, it feels like you're a completely different person.
Because he has to have to keep his guard up like he does in the desert.
That's because I'm Sino the Adventurer.
I feel like Sino would take Dungeons and Dragons way too seriously.
It's not?
Those faces!
In fairness, you only saw him in his work mode while you were in Sumeru. He's actually like this most of the time when he's in a good mood.
Oh, I feel sorry for everyone in Sumeru.
Yep, it's true. Sometimes when he's eating, he'll grumble about how the bowl is too shallow for the amount of food it contains and other random stuff like that.
I understand. Then allow me to reintroduce myself. Before, you knew me as General Mahamatra Sino. Now, please see me as Sino the Adventurer.
How about just Sino?
Yeah, so that's another thing he does. He'll keep repeating something he thinks is funny until you stop trying to resist.
I know a few people like that.
So you have two different mental states? Almost like different phases of matter. Interesting. I want to learn to do that too.
I think in your case, the two states we would end up with would be highly conscientious sucrose and stupefied sucrose.
Wow.
Oh, by the way, was there any reason in particular that you chose Mondstadt as your destination on this occasion?
Oh, well, Lisa once told me that the Windblume Festival is one of Mondstadt's biggest events of the year.
Yeah.
I wanted to take this opportunity to give everyone a Windblume as a token of my heartfelt gratitude for everything they've done to look after me.
Oh, I like that.
Plus, it was a good chance for Kale to get out and meet some new people.
Kale Lily.
Oh. Oh, I actually flinched at that one. That was so bad. Oh, no.
What?
Kale's Windblume. Maybe she should call it a Kale Lily. It sounds very Mondstadt.
I saw that eye roll.
There's also cauliflower, which would technically make more sense. But somehow, it doesn't sound as nice.
Can we please change the subject?
Moving swiftly on.
Thank you.
Wow. He just completely ignored the joke and carried on the conversation.
I was honestly expecting a
that's the only
tumbleweed
way
from the
forward.
desert to blow through there. Honestly, that would have made me crack up laughing.
Sumeru's been through some major changes recently, and things at work have only just started to calm down. I don't get many opportunities to take a vacation, and this was a chance to join Kale on her trip while also learning a few things about Mondstadt's flora and fauna that I'll be able to pass on to my peers and students on my return. 2 birds with 1 stone.
How about you, Sino?
I came to ensure Kale's safety.
That's just an excuse. Plain and simple.
Also, there's the matter of a Genius Invocation TCG custom-made card back.
There it is. There's the reason.
Aha! So you did have an ulterior motive.
Have you all played Genius Invocation TCG before?
Mm-hmm. In fact, I've beaten you.
And that is why I am proud to call you my friend. When I first began contemplating getting a new card back, I asked around before eventually deciding to ask the legendary Mr. Calx for guidance.
Oh, legend. Ah.
A friend of mine, Sawada, whom I played cards with on occasion, had been to Inazuma for the Irodori festival. He told me that Calx was a Mondstadter, so I should try my luck there.
Calx? Isn't that...
Paimon.
You mean, he's a friend of yours?
I see. So, you came to Mondstadt in search of Calx.
No, that is inaccurate. I came here principally to protect Kale.
You most certainly did not. Kale's been here on the quiet numerous times, and this is the first time you felt the need to join.
Tainari just telling it like it is.
Not only me, same applies to you too, doesn't it?
If my writer friend were here now, I'm sure he would describe this curious coincidence as having the makings of a good story. It's always a pleasure to meet a fan.
Good work keeping your cover, Albedo.
Oh, here he comes.
Wait, you mean you're Mr. Calx?
Having my new friends address me by my pen name feels somewhat unusual. Please, just call me Albedo.
It's like Batman just coming out and saying, "Yeah, I'm Bruce Wayne."
Huh. So you're Calx. Sino's been talking about you non-stop recently. He's intent on getting you to design a bespoke card back for him.
You didn't have to say all that.
Yeah, he did. He's your friend. He's gotta embarrass you.
I don't usually take private commissions, but I believe that we are friends now, all of us. Our conversations have been deep and interesting, and Sino, your passion for this game is indeed one of a kind. I can see it in your eyes.
Obviously.
And given that you've come all this way from Sumeru to see me, I'd be quite honored to take this commission.
Wow, your teacher's so nice. I feel the same about yours. Well, they definitely have different personalities, but they're similar when it comes to their character.
Honestly, I wouldn't really mind a Genius Invocation TCG in real life. I mean, I probably wouldn't have anyone to play it with in real life, but it would be an interesting concept. Although it would probably sell out really fast.
So, how much should I budget for the timeless masterpiece you will produce for me?
Surely, timeless masterpiece is something of an overstatement.
Any artwork fit to appear on the reverse of my card decks is by definition a timeless masterpiece, even if I do say so myself.
Don't mind him. These TCG nut jobs are all like this.
The thing is, he's not wrong. I can be like that sometimes.
I see. So, this has an almost religious significance. Well, for starters, I'd like to hear a few more of your jokes.
You can't see it, but I'm just in shock. Like, of course Albedo would find his jokes funny.
My jokes? You like them?
I do.
Alright, everyone, just back away.
Really?
Slowly.
I didn't see you laughing.
Yeah, well, the joke's ability to induce laughter is a separate matter, but I certainly find them fun.
If I might interrupt, does anyone else smell something strange?
Sucrose?
My nutritional meal!
Will it be okay? Should we go over and take a look too?
Huh. So, a good joke is not necessarily required to make people laugh at them.
Exactly.
I'd be grateful if you could check on Sucrose.
Well, Albedo and Sucrose were delightful.
The cooking pot. Is everything okay?
Alright. Everything good, Sucrose?
Only the base is burned. We can still use the cooking pot. It just needs a bit of a wash.
Good thing Tainari's nose is so sharp. Has he been in this kind of situation a lot before?
I know, it's just... I'm sorry to disappoint Sino. I guess we'll have to do this again another day.
Don't worry, Sucrose. I haven't had the best experiences cooking myself either, so...
Yes. I'm not sure if you've noticed.
Like, I literally burnt myself with hamburger grease once.
Kali seems a little... depressed. I noticed she was in a low mood when everyone was talking. Remember that note she received? I was just thinking. I want to try solving this riddle and giving Kali the chance to accept the blessing.
Oh, yeah! She's someone who needs your help.
Exactly. Maybe she'll be willing to breathe into my test tube. But anyway, that can wait.
Oh, I know I shouldn't go there, but that sounds like a reference to something. I know that's probably just me. My mind is far beyond saving.
As much as I'd like to make progress in my research, I'd prefer to see her smile.
All right, we'll help out too.
You will? Then tell me, honestly, do you think that this prophecy is for real too?
Right.
All right. Let's meet at the alchemy crafting bench in the city.
Understood.
We're back.
Oh, what a shame. You just missed a joke about windmills.
Stop, please. I don't need to hear it a fifth time.
That bad, huh? Well, now Paimon really wants to hear it for some reason.
Paimon, shut up,
Didn't you say you want to see the Dragon of the East at some point? When are you going?
Tomorrow morning. And you? What are your plans?
I'll go into the mountains to have a stroll and collect a few plants as samples.
Oh, perhaps I could join you? I'll be looking for inspiration for these card back illustrations.
Found you!
Amber, Eula!
I knew I was onto something as soon as I saw the fire.
Wow, you have really sharp eyes.
That's an outrider for you.
Uh-oh. Did we break the fire safety rules or something?
Actually, you didn't. Strictly speaking, you should have reported your plans first. But since two of our very own alchemists are here, I'm happy to look the other way. Ah, yes, introductions. I'm Amber, and this is the Reconnaissance Company Captain Eula, a good friend of mine.
Also, someone who hasn't had a banner in almost 2 years.
Good evening. You are friends of Kale, yes? A pleasure to meet you.
Oh, Amber and Eula. The pleasure is ours. I've heard a lot about both of you from Kale.
Oh, really? All positive, I hope.
Well, of course.
You asked that last time, too. Of course it was positive.
I'd say. We hear the latest news about you every time you write to Kale.
Glad to know we've made a good impression so far. Anyway, we're just here to collect Kale, so don't let us interrupt your chat. Come on, Kale. We're gonna take you to check out a few scenic spots.
Okay, great!
Still as high energy as always.
Hmm? You know Amber?
Yes, we've met. She's Kale's most important friend. And for that, we are also very grateful to her.
That's Amber for you. Her outgoing personality means she can make friends with just about anybody.
Yeah, that's true.
It's getting late, and we still have a lot lined up tomorrow. I suggest we all head back and get some rest.
All right, I'll start packing up.
You're gonna get the tone-deaf bard to check out that note, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I hadn't even thought about him.
Guess Paimon knows you pretty well, huh?
Yeah, the one Archon I still don't have.
Knowing him, he should be hitting the taverns around this time. We can go corner him and make him answer our questions. Let's move!
I doubt we have to corner him, but okay. Oh, I had to go to the Angel Share anyway. Figures. I knew he wouldn't be at Cat's Tail, cause, you know, the allergies.
Oh, it's been a while.
Paimon called it. Tone-deaf bard drinking as usual. Put your drink down and get your game face on. We've got some important questions for you, mister.
Okay.
Paimon? You don't need to be so demanding.
So, what do you make of it?
Aren't you forgetting something? It's the Windblume Festival right now. You can't just go around asking people for help so blatantly.
Don't make me sick Paimon on you, Venti. I will.
Well, if you won't tell us the answer, could you at least tell us if this thing's worth a shot?
Sounds to me like you want a hint or two.
Let me guess, I'm gonna have to buy you a drink or two.
A fine answer. The person who wrote this prophecy is very powerful. If you manage to solve the riddle, good things are sure to happen.
Okay, that makes me think even more it's Alice. She's able to visit Mondstadt and no one knows she's there.
Also, I happen to know where this lantern is. Once you've found the 4 things, I'll even write the location down for you. Isn't that generous of me?
Whatever. We weren't expecting much from you anyway. You can get back to guzzling wine and blowing wind now.
Oh, woe is me. Paimon sees me as nothing more than a drunken wastrel.
Are you more than that though, Venti?
There are actually a great many things that we bards are required to do. It just happens that enjoying life is the most important one.
No offense, Venti, but 80% of the time we see you, you're either drunk or having drink in hand.
Once this is over, would you like to join me for a drink? You know, a favor for a favor.
You mean pay for your drinks.
Or, given the way that you're staring at me, perhaps you'd like to get me that drink now? I, of course, would be most amenable to that. But I believe you have friends waiting for you. Don't worry, there'll be plenty of time during the festival.
Uh-huh. Sucrose.
Ancient alchemy.
A flower that is not of this world. Not of this world.
Sucrose! We've got some good news and some bad news.
Let's have the bad news first, I guess.
Huh? Really? Oh, alright then. Basically, we went to Windrise to divine the breeze.
Really?
The wind said that the prophecy is real and that your idea is a really good one.
That doesn't sound like bad news. So what's the real bad news then?
Paimon ate the bad news! Blame Sino! If it's not funny, then it's his fault!
It's fine. Well, that puts my mind at rest. Now, back to the other issue I've been mulling over. I was thinking about the flower that is not of this world. It could mean a human-cultivated variety that doesn't occur in nature. But that's basically claiming that it doesn't come from this world in the first place, when actually it's just a variant of an existing breed. So, the initial question is, can the flower's origins be traced back to a natural organism? If so, it cannot be correctly described as not of this world. But then, supposing we identified something outside of that category, whose job would it be to decide whether it belongs in this world or not? Then the question becomes, do of this world and from this world mean the same thing? Or is it deeper than that?
Whoa, whoa, slow down! Paimon's head is already starting to spin!
Paimon, that's because you were simply running out of brain juice again.
Okay, I did have one other line of thought as well. What about a flower created using alchemy? Would that be not of this world?
Oh yeah, Albedo did.
Albedo may know the answer, but asking him right away would be like asking the teacher for the answers to your exam paper.
Tips. Definitely make sure you switch between characters for the elemental reactions. And make sure you equip your characters with the artifacts. 2-piece sets are really good. Because if you don't play with artifacts, since they increase your stats and stuff, they get... If you don't play with them, they make it a bit harder. You know what I mean? Because otherwise you're just using the default characters, basically.
It would render our search for the truth meaningless.
I forgot about artifacts
I'd rather
for the
try and
longest
figure
while,
this out for
it
myself.
was very hard.
Could it be the Windblume?
No problem. Always happy to help out someone with this.
Oh, now that you mention it, that's definitely a possibility. The Windblume doesn't refer to a specific flower. Everyone defines what it means for themselves. In which case, the Windblume doesn't exist in reality. This does seem like a promising direction. I've made a note. Okay, I better go read up on this.
And if you're just starting out, you won't be able to access the purple and gold artifacts, which give really good boosts for the 2-piece and 4-piece sets until later on.
Paimon was actually useful this time!
About
Guess we
to
had
like
that
the
sweet
AR-20s
Godanta
or so.
huh?
But once you get going, it's easy to level up your AR.
I'll need some time to prepare. Could we meet up here in, say, 2 days' time?
Sure thing!
2 days,
In the
got it.
meantime, we'll also think about the other 3 riddles in the prophecy. But, since we're really going for this now, shouldn't we say something to Kale about it?
Oh, okay, then yeah. Yeah, you should be good for most of them, basically. Let's see.
I originally wanted to leave it as a surprise for her, and I also didn't want to get her hopes up over nothing.
I'm not even done with the first part of this quest, I've been streaming for an hour, wow.
But you're right, Paimon. I'll need to be careful how I word it. But I'll try to find some time over the next couple days to mention it to her. Alright, thanks so much.
Oh, and as soon as I said I get done with the first part of it. Windblume encounters. Oh my gosh, I love that art. A riddle amongst the crowds. Alright.
The academia? Oh, what happened this time?
And now I can access the actual event parts. Zhao is really good, honestly. I don't have him, but my friend Queen does.
Ancient alchemy.
But I have used him in test runs, and he can do some serious damage if he's set up right. Honestly, for Zhao, I'd definitely recommend the Animo damage set. Oh. Let's see. One second. Here he is. Yeah, I definitely say use the Viridescent Veneer set, since it increases ammo damage bonus there. So I had to fast forward 2 days. First... Yeah, no problem. Yeah, and once you get the Gladiator set, I would suggest putting that on him too, since it increases attack percentage. Because he doesn't really do much besides just ammo. Alright. Actually, now I get to show a Cleoff.
Boing, boing, boom! Ouch!
I should have enough for a parametric transformer. I should probably go ahead and do the clock. Alright, 2 days. Oh, I love that view there. Dragon Spine is such a pain in the butt to deal with, but it looks nice. Oh, 8 to 12, okay. A little bit more time. There we go.
Today's the day! Let's go meet up with Sucrose!
Yeah, I wouldn't say Paimon's emergency food, more like just comic relief. Because she is entertaining as heck. Alright. Yeah, I'll go into my teapot later. Hey, Sucrose. Oh, actually... Oh. Darn joystick. There we go. I really like this area, though.
Sucrose, we're here!
Yeah, I agree. Some of the characters' voices, I don't know how they do them.
Oh, Traveler, Paimon. I only just arrived myself, so I'm still getting ready. Ah, and Kale just passed by a moment ago. She said she had some things to sort out at the inn where she's staying, but she'll meet up with us when she's done.
I don't know how they do them.
Apparently, Tainari and Sino both went out, but she stayed behind because she wanted to help us. Not too bad. After reviewing it again with fresh eyes, I came up with a new theory which seems to hold some water. I'll attempt to explain it as simply as I can.
Oh dear.
I believe that each of the 4 things in the prophecy refers to a different field of knowledge.
Clee's one of my favorite characters, so of course I'm going to mention her.
The prophecy is a test of the reader's intelligence. But it's unlikely for any one person to have expertise in all these different areas. So I suggest that we seek out one expert from each and get their opinion.
One expert from
each
area? Okay.
In 2 out of the 4 areas, the prophecy seems to want us to find specific people. It may even turn out that the people themselves are the answers.
So it sounds like we should put our heads together and list out the people who can help us.
Exactly. I think we can go through each riddle in turn and generate 4 groups of names to match the 4 questions.
Alright, then let's start from group 1. The first riddle was, a flower that is not of this world.
Personally, I would still go with Albedo for this one. Alchemy is the most likely to have to do with otherworldly things, and he is by far the leading expert in this regard.
Yeah, I would say that would probably be Albedo's expertise.
Exactly! You're the creator of the Tetratanic sweet flower. Who knows? Maybe that's the flower we're looking for.
Huh? You really think so?
Oh, but what about Tainari? He's a forest watcher and knows all about plants. If it's a flower we're looking for, maybe he's the man for the job.
Alright, I'll add him to the list as well. On to group 2. This subject is a guide who will never get lost.
A guide who will never get lost. Who do we know here that's a guide? I'm looking at you, Paimon.
That's kind of abstract. Does it just mean someone who never loses their way?
Wait, but they have to be able to guide others too. So it's not quite as simple as that.
An astrologer. Oh.
Oh, you mean Mona? Yeah, she definitely counts.
I hadn't thought about her.
Mona. Yes, she certainly seems very confident, and she can use her astrology to guide people.
Would Bennett count?
Bennett, really?
His luck's so bad that as long as you go in the opposite direction from him, you'll always be going the right way, right?
I don't know if that's mean or genius, Paimon. I honestly can't tell.
I see. I suppose I can't argue with that logic.
Add him to the list. Finding everyone won't take long, so one extra person won't hurt.
I know. Would Outrider Amber be a valid candidate for this category as well?
Yeah, he would. As long as he's conscious, at least.
Yeah, she would! She's got a great sense of direction after all. As a matter of fact, when the Traveler and Paimon first came to Mondstadt, she was actually the one who gave us directions!
If Bennett's not conscious, his bad luck isn't there.
Yes, she's certainly a good guide.
Is there anyone else?
Let me think. Yes, I believe there may be one more. Albedo once made a set of equipment for Mika from the reconnaissance company. He's their surveyor.
Oh,
and an
Mika,
exceptional
I forgot about
pathfinder.
him.
He's even instructed others in the discipline of surveying before. So, in my view, he's highly unlikely to lose his way, and would be very good at helping others find theirs.
Yeah, that's true. As long as you can get around his shyness.
Cool! Another one for our list!
Wait, Kale should have been here by now. Wonder what's taking her so long. Sorry, could we continue our chat somewhere else?
Oh, you wanna go see how she's doing, right? Sure, let's all
go. Yeah. I have the stream open on my computer so I can keep an eye on it. And so I don't have the chat taking up part of the screen. That way, if the stream suddenly ends for some reason, it doesn't notify me on here. Yeah. Since I'm playing on PlayStation. Alright. Hot Cole up there.
And a radish veggie soup.
Hi, Collie. Hope we're not intruding or anything. Is everything okay?
Sucrose! I was preparing some stuff. Is it time already? Oh no, I'm sorry.
Don't worry. The Traveler and I only just met up. We were just worried that you might get lost along the way, so we thought that we'd come get you.
Thank you. I'm ready to join you now. How's that thing going?
So let's pick up where we left off.
Next up is the third line.
The one who would never
One
lie.
who would never lie.
Yeah,
Anyone
that's
spring
true.
to mind?
Duke does not lie that much.
You really think so? Seems like it would be pretty difficult for someone in his position to avoid having to lie.
I know it can't be Kaya because he loves to lie. Oh yeah, that's true. Forgot about that part.
Then what about Kaya? He's the cavalry captain and a rather popular figure, but...
I literally just said Kaya loves to lie.
You think there's something fishy about him too, huh? Yeah, he's definitely a sneaky one. Bet he lies all the time.
No betting about it. We know he does, Paimon. He used us as bait, remember?
I can't help but agree with you there.
Even she knows.
There's the tone-deaf bard. But on second thought, he wouldn't qualify either. He talks way too much nonsense. Is there anyone else we're missing?
I know. I've seen her. I've read her stuff. She really has gone through a lot.
Acting Grandmaster Jean? She has a good name in that regard. But from what I know, she sometimes covers up the truth out of concern for those around her.
One who would never lie. Come to think of it, I don't think Sucrose would really lie, actually.
For example, when Lisa loses track of time in the library and misses her patrol shift, Jean will come up with some excuse, like Lisa's ill today.
Yeah. A lot of the characters do have some trauma in their pasts.
Also, she sometimes makes up stories to get Klee to behave. Like the one about the big monster that comes to catch naughty kids who don't go to bed on time. Do you think that rules her out?
It's easy to forget Klee is a kid when she's the strongest fighter in Mondstadt.
White lies are still lies, but do we really have to reject her because of some harmless fibs? It's not like she had evil intentions. No, we're the ones being strict.
Rosaria doesn't strike me as the type of person to lie.
Oh, that's true, actually. Rosaria doesn't lie.
Oh, Kale, you probably haven't met her yet, have you? She's a sister from the church who looks, a little scary and not very sociable.
I'm sorry, a little scary? She can be downright terrifying.
She stopped by the alchemy bench once, a long time ago, and asked me about Albedo.
Come to think of it, Rosaria's been through a lot too.
I thought maybe she was trying to find him, for work or something. But when I asked, she just said that she was curious about him because he was so intelligent, and wanted to talk to his assistant to find out what he was like.
She's also very cautious of everyone, so that's probably why.
A lot of people might have given a more tactful justification, but I could see in her face that she wasn't trying to hide anything. She was just very direct and straightforward. That's why I don't think of her as the lying type.
Yeah, she doesn't really have much reason to lie.
Rosaria doesn't look like the sort of person you'd want to get into a fight with. Maybe she just fights her way out of situations that some people might lie to get out of.
I mean, yeah, she probably would just fight her way out.
I can definitely see that. I've also heard the other sisters say that Rosaria doesn't even make excuses when she skips choir. She just doesn't show up.
She's a tough cookie, huh? Let's put her name down.
In that case, I think Sino fits in this list too.
Yeah, true.
True. Lying's probably more trouble than it's worth for someone like him. Kinda like with Rosaria.
I just heard that.
Oh, and
I hope
Paimon
Sino
also
and Rosaria don't
nominates
ever
Razor,
meet
but
up.
he
That
couldn't
would.
lie to save his life.
Oh gosh.
I've also got someone else in mind. Noelle, the trainee knight. She's a very honest person.
Noelle.
I don't think she'd tell a lie.
Yeah, I don't think she has ever lied.
Alrighty,
Not that we
write
know
her
of.
name down too.
Wait, there's one more person. You know, our long-standing staffer at the alchemy bench.
Timaeus?
Huh? You mean Timaeus?
Yeah, because as far as I know, Noelle has never told a lie.
Yes, him. Truth be told, he's been love-struck recently.
Oh, dear.
He swore that he wouldn't say a dishonest word or slack off until he succeeds in getting the woman he loves.
Well, at least he's dedicated.
Timaeus has a crush?
Yes, that's right.
Well, who is it? Do you know her?
I've never met her. All I know is that she's from Liyue. Timaeus says that she's fun, has a great personality, and is very, very good looking. Since we're on the topic, helping Timaeus win the lady of his dreams was also one of my goals for this Windblume festival.
That's a good goal to have.
But how can we help with that?
I don't know. Make sure he uses nice paper and a fancy envelope when he sends letters to her. Help him pick a nice gift and wrap it properly. That sort of thing.
Yeah, it does make sense. Honestly, I completely forgot about her.
Yeah. I had the same situation once in the Avidia Forest. I helped another forest ranger out by delivering a love letter to the coworker she likes.
Yep, that sort of thing exactly. Oh, also, I helped him with some of the groundwork for one of his research projects.
I honestly really don't...
He must have appreciated it.
I'm honestly really not good at saying some of the people from
device that he's been
names,
developing as a thank you gift.
Some of them can be a bit confusing.
Is it any good?
I mean, it looks nice.
Okay. Yeah, if I'm remembering right, they've actually had interactions before. In a past event. I believe it was when Timaeus was trying to make something special, so we asked for her help, if I remember right.
Sounds like a no.
Alright, guess we'll put Loverboy down on the list then.
Put Loverboy on the list. Yeah, true. Yeah, she is pretty. And the way she talks. If her and Lisa ever met, no one would be able to escape.
Okay, so last of all, we have a legend that never ends. Anyone come to mind for this particular line?
A legend that never ends. Well, at the rate it's going, I know Genshin's a game that'll never end. Ayo.
Lisa, perhaps? A librarian understands books best, and aren't most legends written down somewhere?
Oh, Lisa, that's a decent guess.
When I think about legends, fairy tales and picture books come to mind.
Legend that'll never end.
Maybe Kale. She read a lot of fairy tales when Tainari was teaching her to read.
Oh, do I count?
I'm trying to think.
Of course you do.
That description.
I'll put you on the list. I prefer to read things like an illustrated analysis of alchemical substances and their uses. The fascinating...
Point taken. Paimon didn't quite understand any of those.
Klee might be a good choice. Her mother, Alice, is a renowned traveling author, so I'll bet she's been exposed to all sorts
Alice is
of myths and
behind this
legends.
riddle. Because like I said earlier in the stream, this reminds me so much of what happened before the Golden Apple Archipelago.
Well, that should just about do it. Next up, we should go and ask the people on the list about the prophecy.
Do we have to ask absolutely everyone on the list? It seems like a lot of people.
It is. So, I was thinking that perhaps we should split up. That might make our search more effective.
Yeah, I agree with Cole. Talking with that many people is not my strong suit.
Okie dokie.
Unlike those two, I'm not very, like, socially outgoing.
Also, I've thought of a method of gathering feedback.
No problem. We can do that.
You and the Traveler are practically joined at the hip, so you two can go together.
Yeah, it's true. Paimon rarely ever leaves the Traveler's side.
Kale and sensible sucrose. Sounds like a winning combination.
Okay. I promise I'll help. Capable Kale. Yeah,
I'm
I got
usually
this.
free to play, yes.
Rest
The only time I really ever spent a lot of money on this game was to get Klee.
Off we go.
Because honestly, Klee's heckin' adorable. She was worth it. And she... Well, I'm a Junkrat man on Overwatch, so I like blowing my enemies up. I know that can sound wrong taken out of context. Oh, we're inside the headquarters?
I plan on starting from the person with the most defined stronghold. So, let's go to the library. Lisa should be there.
Stronghold. That's
Are you sure? I can't talk to Lisa.
Interesting word to use.
Maybe den? No, that's even worse.
How about layer?
That sounds even more terrifying. Oh! Oh, okay, we're playing as Cully and Oh. Sacrificial fragments. Interesting. Stringless. So they gave her the noblesse set as well. Interesting. Oh, Lisa!
Here we are, Lisa's lair.
Yeah, same. I've got pretty much every purple. There's just a few of the 5 stars I don't have. Oh my god, Lisa's lair. That doesn't sound right.
Oh no, that was a bad word choice. Now Sucrose is using it. It's all my fault.
Lisa, might I ask if... Huh?
Oh, she's not there.
Sucrose. Kale. What are you doing here?
I can only sucrose that they were Kale-ing on someone. At least that's as far as I know.
Oh god, it hurts. The horrible puns hurt. Oh god. Oh. Even my jokes aren't this bad.
Oh, please, just stop it with these puns. I beg you. Are you trying to win worldwide fame for unfunny jokes?
Tidari, tell it like it is.
Is Lisa not here at the moment?
Surprising, isn't it? She went out. I'm afraid it's just us here looking for information.
Except me. I'm not here for information. Like you, I came here for an abortive search for the librarian, who is also my academia senior.
Oh, yeah. Lisa is technically a senior. I forgot about that.
Oh, so you studied in the same darshan as Lisa?
That's right. Her mentor in Sumeru was also my benefactor. We were both Spontamod students.
Unfortunately, I don't think anyone could stop him from making his puns.
Wow, that's cool. But wait, we're getting sidetracked. We came here to look for some information.
What?
Kale and I are investigating a prophecy, and we were hoping you all might be able to help.
Oh? What sort of prophecy?
I see. You want to ask them about the flower that is not of this world, and me about the one who would never lie.
But there's no rush. You don't need to answer right away. We're just here to tell you about the situation. You can take your time to think it over and submit any thoughts you have in written form to the Sucrose mailbox.
The Sucrose mailbox?
The Sucrose mailbox?
This is the one time I'm gonna agree with him.
Yep. I was thinking about it on the way. And although they seem like trick questions, there's a lot to mull over once you get down to the details. A quick answer off the top of your head might not go into enough
recently
depth.
Started streaming and such. That was mostly because I had awful internet before. Not to mention, like I said earlier, I'm not exactly the most sociable.
So, I decided to place a mailbox next to the alchemy crafting table. Everyone can submit their written answers there when they're ready.
And some of my friends would agree that I'm kind of like Sino, because I do tend to make bad puns. But my puns I don't regret. Sino's I regret hearing.
We don't have to call it the Sucrose mailbox, though. It could just as well be called the Sucrose and Kale mailbox. Or even the Sucrose, Kale, Traveler, and Paimon mailbox.
Okay, Sucrose, that's a bit of a mouthful for a mailbox.
I think in this case, we can just go with your quick answer off the top of your head.
Sounds like a good solution. Certainly more reliable than verbal discussion alone.
Agreed. Certainly when it comes to discerning whether someone is a liar or not, you cannot simply take them at their word.
Understood. Once we've had a look into it, we'll place our replies into your mailbox.
I'm kind of glad I decided to stream this event.
Okay, let's tick them off the list and carry on working our way down.
Already done.
I was contemplating just do it off screen, but yeah.
I'm pleasantly surprised to see those two introverts getting along so well.
Yeah.
Do you get the feeling that Kale's return to Mondstadt has emboldened her more contrarian side?
Yes, I'd noticed that too.
Yeah, getting
Traveling
out
and meeting old friends are both good for the body and soul. And isn't rediscovering one's youth while revisiting old haunts a worthwhile pursuit?
When I first met Kale,
yeah, I'm not
she'd
gonna lie,
never
this is
known
the
happiness or youth.
Comments in
But
the
things
chat
are
I've
different
gotten
now.
in the last like 10 streams
But
I've done.
Elazar being cured was a huge milestone in her life.
Kale is a very sensitive and introverted child. I'm sure you must have noticed that too, Albedo. From the time she's been in my care, I've observed that she's actually a very lively character by nature. But she had a very rough start in life, and it changed her.
Yeah, I doubt I'll ever be famous, but yeah, I'll remember you.
So, might I assume that your respective claims of looking for plants and artists in Mondstadt were just pretexts?
I wouldn't say that. Both Kale and Genius Invocation TCG are very important to me.
Would it really kill you to just say yes in this situation?
Fine. Yes. We came out of concern for Kale. She's been back to Mondstadt of her own accord several times, but it has led to no significant improvement in her mood.
Well, it won't hurt to give her some more time. I believe that Sucrose might be able to help her.
Sounds like an extension of your own self-confidence as her teacher.
You could say that. In a similar vein, I've heard that Sumeru scholars often build their social relationships based on their academic ones. Is that true?
I suppose it might look like that from your perspective. Sumeru society is something of a special case. The reason it is known as the City of Learning is because all of its resources are in some way linked to academia. As such, academic resources equate to social capital. It is not unheard of, for example, for people to build a family in order to pursue further studies. But the relationship between the three of us is not an academic one turned social. We've never even worked on a paper together for starters.
Oh, so the academic paper is the nexus of the academic family. Interesting.
I would think of us more as siblings. An equal and pure relationship, unaffected by academic considerations.
As much as I'd prefer not to admit it, that statement is not inaccurate.
I can understand that position. I have a younger sister myself, and it's only natural for me to be protective of her. What you described fits the idea of a city of learning, as I imagine it. The family is where all social relationships intersect. As such, a family founded on common goals may actually be more stable. By the way, who's the eldest between you?
Oh dear. You know, I've actually been wondering about that. Which one of them is older?
Let's not go down this rabbit hole, please.
In terms of age, I'm the eldest, of course. He just doesn't want to admit it.
But your mental age is younger than that. I dare say even by enough to be the youngest sibling. Perhaps I could bring Kale into this happy family to be your elder sister.
No. You will never see me admit to being the youngest sibling. Except perhaps as a last-ditch effort to turn the tables in a game of cards.
Really? I do? I never noticed that, really. Then again, it has been a while since I've really heard Tainari's voice. I haven't done his story quest. It's been a while since I completed the Archon quest in Sumeru.
Guess we'll leave Kale and Sucrose to it. Fingers crossed all goes well for them. Now then, where should we go first?
Okay, so this is at the same time that they're going to the library.
Let's try our luck at the bulletin board, shall we?
Okay, that's actually pretty
A
interesting.
lot of people tend to show up there at some point in the day. Maybe we'll get lucky.
Oh. Oh, hey, that... Oh. Whoa, all four of them are there. That's a shocker.
I wonder how many bouquets I'll receive this year.
Nice! Just as we hoped! There's a load of people here.
I'm not sure. Maybe it doesn't count me watching the stream since it's my channel? I'm not sure. I don't know.
Huh? Even Lisa's here.
Hey there, Traveler in Paimon. It's been a while. How have you been?
We've been doing pretty well.
You look surprised, cuties. Is it because of me?
I'm holding my tongue.
Teacher is not at the usual place.
Oh, please. It's not as if I'm glued to my chair. I like to get out for a little fresh air every once in a while.
Well, you certainly like to pretend you're glued to your chair sometimes, Lisa. Although I can't blame you. I'm not a big fan of heavy work, too.
Mika's here today, so I thought it'd be a good time to introduce him to Bennett and Razor. They're all out and about quite often, so it's helpful for them to get to know one another.
I really like Mika's design.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mika. I look forward to working with you.
He's getting nervous again.
No need to be so formal. We've known them for ages. They're cool.
Windblume. Fun?
Actually, we haven't gotten to the fun part yet. We've been busy investigating a prophecy.
A prophecy? What kind?
I honestly wonder what the last Windblume festival was like. Yeah, I know. She was born 2 days before me, too.
A good one or a bad one?
I honestly cracked up when I first saw that what her birthday was. Well, me and all my friends did. And the way that she acts combined with that. She honestly acts like she was born on 6/9, honestly.
That all sounds quite fascinating.
Either that or she's just naturally a tease.
I can't believe I made it onto your list of names. You really think I'll be able to help?
Hey, you're there because Paimon's a bit of a meanie, Bennett.
Believe in yourself. Right. Believe in yourself. You're a first-rate adventurer, Bennett.
Yeah, I mean, Mika's not wrong. Despite all the stuff that happens to him, Bennett doesn't let that get him down, mostly. He keeps going.
Okay, then in that case, I'll step up and present my thoughts on the matter. Except I forgot I'm not really good at organizing my thoughts. Oops.
Oh, there's no need to tell us all of your thoughts right here and now. Sucro said she'll put a mailbox next to the crafting bench, so you can just write down your thoughts when they come to you.
Maybe it's just been a while since I've heard him. Because I don't really use him that often.
A meticulous and efficient plan. Yep, that sounds like sucrose.
I will think also. Give me some time.
You still have other people on your list that you need to go see, right? We should leave you to it. Don't worry about us. We'll drop off our letters at the mailbox as soon as we're done.
It's so strange seeing so many characters in one spot. Especially ones that don't really seem like they would be together.
Okay, bye for now. Let's head over to Star Snatch Cliff next. Maybe we'll be able to find some people there.
Star Snatch Cliff.
And even if we don't find any familiar faces, you can see really far from up at the top. Maybe we can find people that way.
Aw, you're working so hard. Do be sure to get some rest when you can. If you get tired, you know you're always welcome to visit me for a break and a cup of tea.
I would gladly take her up on that offer anytime. And before you ask, yes, I have a thing for Lisa. It will be very obvious if she's in the story even more.
Where to next? Let me check my notes. Huh, this way.
Got it. Kale, please follow me.
I don't know why I'm yawning so much. Oh? Oh, I did not mean to go to the wish screen. My bad. Clee!
Oh, it's our lucky day. There are several people over there.
Amber?
Oh.
Wow, and Eula's with her too.
I wouldn't expect them all to be together.
Oh, it's Sucrose! And Klee also spies the girl with the long scarf.
Oh, Klee, never change, please.
Kale, we were just talking about you. Right, I don't think you've been introduced to Noelle before. Kale, this is Noelle, maid of the Knights of Favonius.
Nice to meet you, Kale. I missed you the last few times you were in Mondstadt, so I'm glad to finally meet you in person.
Oh, nice to meet you too, Noelle. My name is Kale. But you already knew that.
Relax, you two. There's no need to be so courteous. We're not on some kind of diplomatic mission here.
Klee, what are you doing here? Are you planning to blast some fish?
I can definitely do a single pool.
Nope. Klee's on patrol with the other knights.
I'm trying to save up for a 10.
Huh. Now that you mention it looks like everyone here's a Knight of Favonius except for Kale and me.
I'm hoping to either get
I'd heard that there was a very young knight in the ranks, but it's
still
an
a
early
Dea
surprise to see with my
or an
own
early
eyes.
loss on the 50-50.
Kale, what do you do? I'm a trainee forest
if I
ranger in the
lose the
Avidia
50-50, I'm going for Shenhe next banner. That's an absolute fact. But I won't be upset if I get Dea.
Trainee? It means I'm not officially a fully qualified forest watcher yet. I'm still learning.
Oh, you're just like me. I'm still working towards becoming a fully qualified
knight. Yeah, I lost the
knight.
50-50 on the last Shenhe banner. I was really hoping to get her this time. Well, even if I get Dea, I'm still gonna go for Shenhe. Because you can win the 50-50.
Technically, though the distinction is hardly relevant right now. This isn't a very formal patrol. We're just chatting.
Don't panic, Kale. Just pick a topic and join the conversation. Don't panic. Whatever you do, don't panic. It's just Amber and her friends. There's no need to be nervous.
Oh, trust me, Kale, I know how you're feeling.
Let me guess. Were you chatting about the new guests in town?
Yep. A few folks from Sumeru have come to visit, so we're brainstorming a few nice surprises for them.
Amber!
Sorry, At least I didn't say anything about what the surprises are.
Oh no. How am I supposed to join this conversation now? What do I say to that?
I can so relate to you, Kale.
Speaking of nice surprises, we've actually had a fairly big one recently.
What kind of surprise? Tell me!
Props to Klee's voice actor. I don't think I'd be able to do that high-pitched of a voice for a character and not laugh a bit. Like, I don't think I could do that high a voice anyway.
I'm saved. Sucrose is giving me a lead-in. Now, I just need to follow on from what she's already started talking about.
What an interesting prophecy. I have no idea what the answers could be, though.
So essentially, you're gathering information to help you solve the riddles, correct? I'll do my best to help.
I know Klee couldn't be the one that doesn't lie. Because she lies all the time to try to get a solitary confinement.
Thank you so much, Eula.
Anytime.
There's no need to answer right away. We'll put a mailbox next to the crafting bench for people to drop us a note once they've thought of something.
I'll drop something in there for sure.
Nice idea. I think we can all commit to writing a note. We'll see what we can come up with.
Yep, don't worry. You can count on us. But we do have to finish our patrol first.
In this way, if they write a note, you won't forget what they said, too.
What route are you taking today?
We started in the Stormbearer Mountains, and we'll end at the city gates. You'd be very welcome to join us, but it sounds like you're pretty busy with all this.
No. There's always next time. We'll join up with you after we're done working through this prophecy.
Oh, yeah, so, we'll be on our way for now.
See you later. Have a safe trip back.
We will. always love seeing Klee out and about like that. I mean, she's
Are
not
you
grounded
okay,
right
Chloe?
now.
Was it that obvious?
No, no, not at all. It just looked like you had something on your mind.
So that means it was obvious.
Yeah, it kind of was.
Whatever's bothering you, you can talk to me about it if you want. I'm happy to help.
Thanks, Sucrose. Well, the truth is, I don't really know how to act around Amber and the others.
Really? I
Yeah,
thought
the
you
food
two were
does
good friends.
look really good in this game.
We are. Amber's a really important friend to me.
There's actually a channel I found a while back. It shows you how to make a few of the recipes from this. There's the Jade Parcels and Sayu's Special Onigiri.
I don't know. I guess if I'm being completely honest, the problem's probably with me. The first time I came to Mondstadt, I was really immature. I didn't want to let people in, and I was generally pretty awful to everyone. Amber was the one person who didn't give up on me, and if it wasn't for her persistence, I wouldn't have found a friend at all.
I can understand not want to let people in. I think they basically are. I know you use a lettuce wrap, though, instead of like a dumpling thing. I remember that much. I haven't looked at the recipe thing in a while.
Without Amber, I might not even be here today. And because of that, I really look up to her. I think of her as my role model, and hoped that maybe one day I could learn to be like her. But after trying and failing for several years, I think I finally realized I'm no Amber, and I never will be.
Honestly, Cole, don't think that is a bad thing. You don't need to be Amber, you're Cole. Dango? Yeah, I think that would be easy. I don't think I've ever actually had that before, though. But to be fair, I don't really try new foods that much.
Looking back, it seems silly that I ever thought like that. We're nothing alike at all. My personality's so weird. I always get so anxious and I overthink everything.
Same, Cole. Same. I overthink things a lot.
Aw, Kale, don't say that.
Sucrose? Would it be okay if I told you a bit about my past?
Oh. Oh dear.
I already knew bits and pieces about her, but still, why did she have to go through all that?
Oh.
I'm sorry. We've only just met and I'm already dumping all of this on you. This is why I get so frustrated at myself. I'm always doing this. I get into a spiral of self-doubt, and then I end up having to find somewhere to vent it all out.
Oh, gosh.
No, it's fine. I'm really glad that you're willing to tell me all this. People don't open up about their deepest feelings unless they really trust the other person. Don't you think? At least, I think it's kind of an honor.
Ooh. That's a good outlook on it, honestly. Yeah, if you're telling someone something big like that, that does mean you kind of trust them.
And, I mean, you've probably noticed by now, but I don't have the best social skills either. I always just end up talking about the things I'm interested in, and going on and on. But even so, You still listen to me when I talk my head off about alchemy. It's a relief to listen to you talking about yourself for once. If you hadn't told me all of those things, I never would have guessed that you struggle so much. Honestly, I feel like we're very similar people.
Yeah, that's true. Cole's always so happy and upbeat about things. You wouldn't think she went through all that.
Really? Yeah. Everyone has their own problems to deal with. I certainly do. All the feelings that you talked about just now, I totally get it. It takes so much more effort for us introverts to fit into a crowd. When you were saying about how you try to think about what to say in advance, and you're constantly terrified of saying the wrong thing and making things awkward, I relate to that so much. Oh, and also that part about studying under a genius. In fact, before meeting you, I'd never met anyone who seemed so similar to myself. Oh. I'm not very good at giving words of comfort or anything, and I'm not gonna tell you to just get over it or stop worrying about it. How about we just sit here for a little while? We don't have to force a conversation if we can't think of anything.
Honestly,
we can just sit here together.
Sucrose has stopped talking, but for some reason, this doesn't feel awkward at all. Maybe she's right, and we're more similar than I realized. In Sumeru, I always like to find a quiet place to just sit and watch the scenery, but it's always by myself. I never thought there'd be a day when I could do this with someone else by my side.
It's always nice when you find someone you can relate to and become friends with.
Mondstadt's breeze is so gentle and soft.
Hey, Kale. See that cloud over there? Doesn't it look like one of my test tubes?
I don't think so. Sorry.
Then maybe we're not quite on the same wavelength on everything. At least, not when it comes to looking at clouds in the sky.
Thank you, Sucrose. I feel much better after talking to you.
Yeah, it helps a lot, doesn't it? I also vent to my flasks sometimes. The next time I get the chance, I have to show you my Tetratanic Sweet Flower and my Tetratanic Windblume.
Your Tetra... what?
Two of my favorite things I've made. They're really cool. I think you might like them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you'll definitely have to show them to me sometime.
I brought some crackers with me. You want one? There's cheese flavor or tomato flavor.
Sure.
I would take the cheese one
I'll try
too.
the cheese one.
Aw, look! They're enjoying the scenery together.
Shall we go play with them?
No, it's fine. Let them sit for a while.
Yeah.
We're not what Kale needs right now. She needs a new friend. Someone different who's never met her before.
I don't get it. Is there a difference?
There is. You'll understand once you're a little older, Klee. People can draw different kinds of strength from different kinds of friends. And right now, Kale needs someone that's just not the same old me.
Dang it, now I'm hungry. Hey, slimes. Come on, walk into him. Oh. Might as well take that. Alright. Oh. used to there being someone up here. I almost checked my history on instinct. That would have ended the stream. I don't want to do what my friend Rem did. And I got a blue weapon. What else is new? Oh! That's why she's up here. It's one of those random commissions. Gotcha.
Starsnatch Cliff! We made it! Paimon hopes we find someone we need here.
Help! Oh, I beg you, please don't let go!
Oh dear.
Who's that yelling? Let's hurry and take a look.
Rosaria.
Timaeus? And we also have Rosaria and Mona? What kind of mishmash ensemble is this?
Good question. What kind of a motley crew is this?
I'm not gonna lie. I have a hard time deciding whether I like Rosaria's new or her older outfit better. Same with Mona.
It's been a while, Traveler.
You two are looking pretty good. I trust you've been well.
Yep, we're definitely faring a lot better than this poor guy on the ground.
Hey, please don't rub salt in my wound. I really have been trying my best.
Oh, you're one to talk. If this sister hadn't grabbed you in time, then you would have been seriously hurt, if not dead.
I know. I really am grateful, miss. I can't thank you enough.
Don't mention it. Just lending a hand.
Quite literally. And had she not lent him a hand and pulled him up, he would have gone tumbling down the cliffside.
Yep, and one more Timaeus.
What happened? Did Timaeus almost fall off the cliff?
Well, so what actually happened was I came to Starsnatch Cliff today to pick some flowers and ran into Mona on the way. She took a look at her scry glass and advised me to turn back because it would be dangerous.
So you didn't listen to Mona, and look what happened.
But you still came up here anyway?
Well, yes, I did, because there's something I just had to do.
Love makes people do crazy things.
Oh, I hardly think giving flowers to your crush is worth throwing one's life away for.
It's rare to run into someone with a death wish in this area.
I don't have a death wish. I just didn't think it would really come true. I mean, when Mona said it would be dangerous, I thought I'd be fine as long as I watched my step cautiously. I'm sorry, okay? I was wrong. I'm telling you, I'm just here chasing the love of my life. Love-struck Mondstadters is what the Windblume Festival's all about.
Okay, that explains you. But why is Rosaria here?
Oh, I love the Great Okami Shrine back there. Also, I'm gonna guess Rosaria's here because she doesn't want to do church duties.
I was looking for a quiet place to escape the crowds. I wasn't planning on having to save a life along the way.
Okay, so I was partially right.
So that's why the scryglass just showed danger instead of fatal danger.
Very funny. Anyway, Traveler and Paimon, what brings the two of you to Starsnatch Cliff?
Just trying our luck. We've got a lot of people we need to see today, so we've been all over the place. Actually, you're some of the people we were looking for.
I'm just glad we're not going to Dragonspine to look for people.
Huh?
Seriously, I'm not
I
going to
see.
Dragonspine.
So all we'll need to do is find some clues, make a note, and drop it off at the mailbox?
I can't believe there's a prophecy like this, let alone that I have a part to play in it.
I don't know why I'm so tired today.
Oh, I guess this means everyone will find out about my crush now.
Again, I was up near about 4 o'clock last night.
I came here because I wanted to give some Cecilias to the girl I love. They'll really suit her. She's...
No, no one asked. Please, do not subject us to your gushing about your girlfriend.
Okay. Okay, trust me. I know how he's feeling right now.
Oh. You saw right through me.
You said you need clues, right? Well, in that case, Mona Magistus the astrologist will provide you with a personally handwritten letter. Just wait for it to show up in your mailbox.
You can be on your way now. We won't keep you any longer.
Alright, then let's head back for now and meet up with everyone else.
Timaeus, please try to stay safe.
Will do. This is all so embarrassing. Thank you both.
That's what you get for not listening to Mona. Speaking of love-struck monsters... Alright. Come on, Kevin, stop yawning. Oh, so that's the mailbox. Interesting.
We're back! Oh, but it looks like you two beat us.
Welcome back. Did everything
Is
go
that
well?
supposed to be a prima gem up top?
Yep!
They're
we managed
mocking
to
us.
find and talk to everybody.
We got back a little early, so we took some time just now to put the mailbox together. We got really lucky today. The vendors were feeling super generous, so we didn't even need to pay for the materials.
Ooh.
It's just a shame that Kale got a splinter.
Yeah, splinters are not fun.
Don't worry about me. I'm used to working in the rainforest. I get splinters all the time. I've already taken care of it.
We've already wrapped up everything on our to-do list for today. So, all we need to do now is wait for everyone's letters to arrive. Traveler, Paimon, why don't you get some rest while I keep an eye on the mailbox?
Sure thing.
You're definitely your master's student, Sucrose. As long as you or Albedo are around, Paimon can relax and know that everything's taken care of.
Stop. You're embarrassing me.
Wait. Actually, there's one thing that still needs taken care of. Paimon's starving. Hey, Traveler, you want to get dinner? Your treat.
Paimon.
I'll go with Sucrose to
She's
return the
never gonna
leftover
change.
materials to the vendors. You two, go get a proper meal. We can't have anyone going hungry.
Yeah, now would be a good time for a break. Once everything is ready, let's meet up here again and collate all the information we've gathered.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, I saw a screenshot of that before. I don't know who that was.
Welcome. How can I help you?
I kinda want to say that could be Klee's mom, but I've also heard a different name floating around. Oh, Good Hunter. Wait, did I collect my daily rewards already? Yes, I did.
A flower that is not of this world. It's been getting quite busy recently.
Yeah, I figured it wasn't Alice.
Paimon will have this one, and this one, ooh, and this one.
Paimon is like Zhongli. She doesn't mind spending other people's money.
Hey, Paimon's really hungry! And don't forget, Paimon's also ordering for you, too. It's not like Paimon's gonna eat everything by herself.
Paimon, I can literally cook like 100 dishes.
Ooh, Paimon is super full.
Is everything packed up and ready? What do you think about meeting up at 5 to go to my house?
Yes, everything's ready. I've packed some great wine and smoked ham. Oh, your parents will love it.
And there goes Paimon going to get more food, probably.
Ham? Look, we've known each other for quite some time now. Don't you think it's been long enough for you to remember that we only eat bacon in my house?
Okay.
I must remember to get some milk today on my way home. Please, feel free to pay a visit to Cat's Tail anytime.
Enjoying the scenery?
Oh, Venti! I'm surprised you're going so near Cat's Tail. Remember your allergies?
Oh, Tone Deaf Bard! Are you here for some food as well?
Oh, I can put something on your tab? Well, that's a pity. I already had a few drinks before coming here.
Oh, thank goodness. I don't know if my wallet could handle him.
I shall take you up on your kind offer another day. There should be no shortage of opportunities in the future. Anywho, you should be getting ready to thank me. I come bearing good news.
What kind of good news?
Behold!
Huh?
What is it?
It's what you need the most right now. The answer to the prophetic puzzle. Simply head to the location marked on the map and you'll find the lantern you've been looking for. However, if I were you, I wouldn't just go and reveal the secret right away. As you've seen, a lot of people have been laboring hard to uncover the answer. A secret is like a well-aged brew. The aroma from the bottle is sweetest when revealed in the company of friends.
Of course he speaks in alcohol metaphors.
Then it's settled. I'll leave you to your business for now. Feel free to find me for a chat again once you're done working through the prophecy. Also, if you have some time, we could organize another fast-track love poem class.
Oh, you're starting that up again?
I sure am. Nobody else has signed up this year, though, so the duty to learn falls on you.
So I'm guessing last Windblume there was like a love poem class or something that he had?
Anyway, see you later.
Not unless I just forgot about him mentioning it
Venti
earlier.
always looks so relaxed whenever we run into him. Paimon can't help but be jealous.
Excuse me, if you don't mind.
Oh, there she is.
Could I chat with you for a moment?
Oh? Who are you?
You may call me Scarlet.
I'm going to guess she's from Shesnaya.
Just like you, I'm a traveler visiting Mondstadt from another land.
I like her name, though.
Mind if I buy you a drink? Leaving the door open for another time, I see. I can tell that you've dealt with a lot of people during your travels.
You can tell? Well, we are very experienced adventurers after all.
Paimon, no one likes a braggart.
I can. That's why I tried to strike up a conversation with you in the first place. I was on my way to go shopping earlier when I overheard your conversation next to the crafting bench. From what I could gather, you are trying to investigate a bizarre prophecy?
Yep, bizarre is definitely the word.
Don't you think it sounds just like the kind of story that would happen in Mondstadt? Anyway, that's why I wanted to ask you a favor. If and when you manage to unravel the answer to the prophecy, could you let me know what it is? Not so much the prophecy itself, but Mondstadt as a nation. That's what I'm interested in. I was born in a distant land, but I have family and friends who once lived in Mondstadt for a long time. They said that it's a great place full of fairy tales and romance and recommended that I come for a visit. As it happens, someone I know has an anniversary coming up soon, so I figured this would be a good time to come here and see all the sights that she once saw.
What do you think about Mondstadt so far?
It certainly lives up to its name as the city of romance and freedom.
Also the city of wine.
We think so too.
So, about the prophecy. Thank you. You're very friendly. It's been a real pleasure to meet you. I'll leave it to you then. I hope you continue to enjoy the city and have a wonderful day.
She definitely isn't dressed like a local, huh? Where do you think her hometown could be?
Please find me a flower that is not of this world, and a guide who will never get lost. Find me one who would never lie, as well as a legend that never ends.
Oh, there's Azaria.
I never thought I'd have someone secretly following me, even in a free city like Mondstadt. Good day to you, miss.
Yeah. She's either someone with a lot of power, or she's a Shishnayan. Hey, part 2 complete! Mentees? No. Let's see here. Oh. Where is it? Paper with symbol map. Okay, so I can't actually look at that paper. Gosh, I have so much stuff. Next morning, 8 to 12.
It's time! It's time! Let's go meet Sucrose and Kale at the crafting bench!
Let's see, I only got 30 gems from that, right? Yeah. Let's see, I got 5 wishes at the moment. Hey there.
Hey, we're here!
Traveler, Paimon, great timing. We got a lot of letters in the mailbox, and I just finished sorting them into 4 groups.
Nice work!
Well, the real work hasn't even started yet. Which batch of letters should we read through first?
Let's see. Well, it has to do with my upbringing. Uncovering the secret behind the prophecy may come with its perils. Huh? Let's see. Razor's letter. Yeah, I figures he got Lisa to write for him. Let's see. Yeah, sorry if this isn't entertaining. I'm just gonna try skipping through it. Also, I just noticed that apparently there was a comment that didn't appear in the chat. Strange. Refresh that page real quick. Let's see. Flower is not this world has more like a logical paradox. Now Albedo's letter. Alright. Sucrose's letter. Yeah, I'm just skimming through these. Alright. Oh, I didn't mean to click on that. Let's see. Bennett. Of course, Bennett's talking about Fish and Limona. Cover the secret by the process. A dragon spotting calendar for Sino. I like that Lisa always calls the traveler cutie. It's interesting. Clee's letter. I like that these ones are short and sweet. Well, that's all the letters.
How can I help you?
Let me quickly summarize what we found out about a flower that is not of this world. Tainari believes that on closer examination it might be logically paradoxal, while Albedo says that his answer would be better discussed at length in person.
Please no.
As for my answer, I think a clock in the shape of a flower would constitute one that is not of this world.
Here's what we've gathered regarding a guide who will never get lost. Mona said that she'd like to join us in uncovering the secret behind the prophecy, while Bennett suggests Fischl, Mona, or the Traveler as potential candidates. Mika didn't submit much, but he did draw a vegetation map for Master Tainari and wrote up a dragon spotting calendar for Sino.
I guess Sino really likes dragons.
Amber also wrote in. She said that she sees herself as nobody's guide, but everybody's friend.
As for one who would never lie, Rosaria removed herself from consideration, but both Razor and Sino are willing to support us in our search. Timaeus seems to have forgotten to write to us.
Of course he forgot to write to us. He's love-struck.
And finally, this is what we've gathered on a legend that never ends. Klee said that her mom has a number of friends who like to write storybooks. Misa believes that legends live forever in people's hearts. I think that for a legend to be never-ending, it has to be filled with hopes and dreams, and actively pass from one person to the next.
So, what are the answers to the 4 riddles then?
You're really smart, Paimon. I bet you can figure it all out in no time.
Or, let's all share our thoughts on what we think the answers might be.
I think that'd be best. I don't think Paimon can handle that level of thinking.
Wait! Wait for me!
Oh, look who's had to show up.
What brings you here?
I'm sorry, I really am. The time just got away from me and I didn't get around to writing that letter. However, I'm happy to announce that I think I can be the one who would never lie.
Huh? This is kinda sudden. Not that we don't trust you, Timaeus, but, could you elaborate
to be fair,
a little
he was on
after
the
you catch your breath?
art of the event.
Of course, of course. Do you still remember the time I, collaborated with a certain Miss Ying-R?
Yeah, I remember. You two couldn't stop staring into each other's eyes.
Well, basically, she helped me out a lot with my research into potion making once, and, well, we've stayed in touch through letters ever since.
Wait, so Ying-R is the girl from Liyue that Sucrose mentioned earlier? We always assumed you were hard at work every time we saw you at the crafting bench. So you've just been writing letters to Ying-R the whole time?
No, I mean, not all the time. I've done some work too. And anyway, our correspondence covers a lot of serious topics, like perfumes, potions, alchemy.
Serious topics. I remember you two being all lovey-dovey last time you two were together. I remember the event.
Anyway, a few months ago, I made a vow to the heavens that I will be true to myself and never utter an insincere word until the day that I've managed to win Miss Ying-R's heart.
Ying-R, okay. That's what I mean about the Liyue characters. You can't be sure how to pronounce some of their names.
So, at Star Snatch Cliff, you were picking Cecilia's as a gift for Ying-R?
Well, that's right. The Cecilia flower is said to represent a once wayward heart, transformed by the power of love. I couldn't think of a better flower to give than that. I know full well that Miss Ying-R is far more knowledgeable than I in both the ways of the world and the ways of our craft, but I thought I should make the effort for once and put myself out there.
Yeah, like Xingqiu, a bookworm. Some people say Xingqiu, Xingqiu. Some of their names are just strange.
Which brings me to the subject of the last few days and the Windblume Festival. I thought it was time for me to invite Miss Ying-R to Mondstadt.
I don't think I've ever really heard it said out loud ever since the Liyue conquests.
But yesterday, Albedo told me that Sucrose has been working hard to help another girl achieve her dream.
Huh?
And when I went to take a look at our roster, I saw that she'd done my remaining work for me. I feel incredibly guilty. I've been spending all of my time in my own fantasy world while everyone else has been bending over backwards to help other people. How could I ever hope to be worthy of Miss Ying-R's love if I'm so selfish?
Oh, Timaeus.
And that's why I've decided to join you.
But then what about Ying-R?
Yeah. Haven't you been planning this for over a month now? You said you were going to invite her to Mondstadt.
Well, yes. I did mention in my letters that I'd like her to visit, which is why I just sent her another gift with my hand-picked Windblooms, along with a handwritten letter. I explained that a matter of great importance has presented itself to which I must devote my full attention for the time being. As soon as it's resolved, I'll make haste to Liyue to pick her up in person.
Interesting.
I made sure to package the gift and letter with the greatest care. All I can do now is hope that she'll understand. Point being, please know that I sincerely want to support you in this endeavor.
I was honestly expecting her to be behind him as soon as he said that,
I think
honestly.
I'm an honest person, As far as I recall, I don't think I've told a single lie in my life.
Well, you certainly convinced Paimon with that speech. Don't worry, Timaeus. We won't let your determination go to waste.
Thank you, Timaeus.
Ah, thank you, everyone. I promise to do everything I can to help.
Okay, so it looks like we found our one who would never lie.
Great! Let's keep it up. On to the other three. Okay, Paimon will do the honors. Ahem.
Klee!
We have with us here the flower, the guide, the legend, and Timaeus.
Oh dear.
Huh? Why did you only say Timaeus' name? You should say my name, too.
All right. We also have Klee.
That's me!
Serious props to her voice actor. Her voice fits so well.
With Klee here, this all somehow feels like we're getting ready for a field trip.
There's nothing wrong with a more relaxed atmosphere, is there? Of course. We will soon see if my hypothesis has any merit.
Actually, I'm still feeling a little nervous.
Understandably so.
Me too.
But weren't you all fired up just a moment ago?
Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's do this.
Actually, I'm a little worried too. Deep breaths. Deep breaths.
I know what you're feeling. Saying anything becomes so much harder when there are so many people watching.
And that is why I prefer to talk with people over the internet instead of in person.
Well, does anyone know the exact location of where we're headed, or should I do a reading on my scry glass?
According to the prophecy, once we figured out the answer, we should test it at the Lantern of Utmost Joy. Wait, but where is this lantern?
I believe that's where I come in.
Oh, we know something about that.
What? Wow, that's amazing. You really know how to do everything under the sun.
I wouldn't say that.
Then we'll let you lead the way.
Well, actually, technically we did divine the wind. We asked the god of wind.
This is it! We're off to find the sacred location of the Lantern of Utmost Joy.
Alright, that way. Oh, that? Well, I guess it makes sense they're reusing a domain. Oh no, they're not. It's up there. That. Oh, that's the fire from Klee's ultimate.
According to the map, it should be somewhere around here.
I thought there was something going on to my right.
Let me take a look. Oh, it should be right up ahead.
Alright.
Aww, I don't see any lanterns here. Now that I think about it, the prophecy didn't say anything about what the Lantern of Utmost Joy actually looks like, right? Maybe we've overlooked something?
Traveler, are you trying to figure out something else from the paper?
Paimon's reading too. Huh? It says to look up. But there's nothing above us. The wind didn't trick us, did it? Place the squirrel on the back of the pointy-eared cat and a pious puppy will open the doors to show you the way. Huh. Paimon read the whole thing out loud, but nothing's happening.
What kind of incantation is...
The wind is blowing!
What a strong wind current. Let's write it up and see where it leads us.
Oh, look at that.
Huh? We'll have to fly up there? Can someone carry me with them?
Here.
Really minty.
This is the first time I've ever flown like this!
What the... Huh. Oh, and it's magically daytime.
How did this little island get up here in the sky? Did somebody make it?
Just to be safe, I've been jotting down our entire route here. This way, no one will get lost.
Oh, good thinking, Kale. Who would have thought we'd find this kind of table here? Weird. It's almost as if someone was holding a tea party.
I never would have guessed that such a place could exist. Right above Mondstadt, too.
Wow, look at that pretty lantern on the table.
Ooh, that does
There's
look kinda
even
nice.
a chair for each side of the lantern, too.
There seems to be something on the back of this chair. Let me have a closer look. Take your seat, present your answers, and you shall reach enlightenment. Well, as far as instructions go, I guess that's simple enough.
So we just need to do as it says, right?
Wait a second.
Huh? What is it, Albedo?
We'd better make sure this place is safe before taking our seats. Everyone, please stay clear for a moment.
Well, all our questions and doubts aside, the scenery here is pretty amazing. It'd be impossible to feel stressed here.
How is everything, Albedo?
Everything seems to be fine. I didn't find any traps or suspicious mechanisms. But I also couldn't find any overt destructive devices.
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, it seems that wrong answers won't have any catastrophic consequences. Looks like we'll have to sit on these chairs and fulfill the prophecy. Everyone, I would like to suggest that we try some risky answers on our first attempt. Let's reserve our most confident answers for the second round.
That sounds kind of smart, but why?
I get what he means. If we do as he says, then we may be able to figure out how the puzzle works.
I see. That makes a lot of sense.
Mona, is there something wrong? You're not looking too good.
Oh, are you hungry? I brought some snacks.
Thank you for offering, Klee, but that's not quite it. While Albedo was checking just now, I gave my scryglass a spin, hoping to find some information. But there's a strange aura to this place. It's almost as if someone has been staring at me as soon as we stepped foot in here.
Be careful, Mona. We all know what happened last time you tried to use your scryglass with Venti's influence around.
But if nothing here has actually been physically tampered with, then... No. Could that person be...
What do you mean, Mona? Who could it be?
Never mind. It's not like I've got any proof.
Don't leave us on the edge like this, Mona.
I'll just do what Albedo said.
Yes. Let's test the hypothesis together, Klee.
Come on, join us, Mona.
Oh, all right.
Okay, then I'll answer the first question. If someone were to ask me to find a flower that is not of this world...
You can do it, Sucrose.
Then I would fetch a tetragenic sweet flower.
Alright, I'm up next. My part of the prophecy is to find a guide who will never get lost.
Collei, I hope you found your answer.
My answer is that I will be that guide. For a long time, I have been guided by others. It's taken me a while, but I finally made it to where I am today. Although I still haven't made a name for myself, and I'm still quite immature, I would still like to put my name forward. Because I would like to become a guide that can help others.
Wow.
I want to help others the same way Amber, Master Tighnari, Cyno, and everyone else helped me. Now it's my turn to pass on the gift that I've been given.
Wow, she's really grown since the last time.
All right, it's up to me to answer the third part. I'll submit myself as one who would never lie. Although I've never really had any other virtues or talents, I'm confident that I've always been an honest person. I'd like to thank everyone, too, for giving me this opportunity to validate myself.
And last but not least, I will answer the final part of the prophecy. There's no tale more befitting the title of a legend that never ends than our fates as human beings.
Wait! The lantern just lit up! Whoa! All four sides of the lantern are glowing!
Huh? But...
Collei, could I ask you to stand up for a second?
Oh, alright.
Oh.
Huh? What's going on? Why is it lighting up regardless of who's sitting in the chair? Didn't it say we have to answer all the questions correctly?
It's pretty clear now, isn't it? We've just proven that there is no right answer for this prophecy.
So, I mean, we've been doing this the last few days for nothing.
No right answer? But how could that be?
Although the instructions had come from an old and enigmatic prophecy, it is in fact nothing like the ancient mechanism that we had all imagined it to be. I believe the lantern only serves as a simple signal.
And to think, I never expected you to actually find this place.
Scarlet.
What? There's someone else here?
We meet again, traveler.
Hey! You're that Outlander we met the other day at Good Hunter!
It's all thanks to you that I was able to find this place. Good thing that you were too preoccupied with the prophecy to notice someone tailing you from the shadows.
Oh, is that so? Then, why do I spy yet another person following in your shadow?
Wait, really?
There's no need for pleasantries. You should know I'm here for you.
Is it just because I'm a visitor from abroad?
I was there when you snuck your way into Marjorie's place.
Huh. So you had your eyes on me even then, huh? That was 2 whole weeks ago, you know.
It's hard not to notice you when I'm on duty every day.
All right. In that case, I'll admit it. I was the person who slipped this prophecy into the storybook.
Oh.
Huh? But why? Then, does that mean this wasn't a real prophecy after all?
Don't worry. Even though you probably have plenty of reservations about me, you can be sure that the prophecy is genuine. In fact, many of you here today may have heard the code name of the one who left the prophecy to me. She hailed from an ancient assembly of powerful women, each of whom used a single letter to signify themselves.
Who would have guessed? It seems that power was indeed left behind by the old hag after all.
So you're B's student. It's an honor to meet you. I am Scarlet, the successor of Jay.
Well, what are you talking about?
J? B? So we learned a little bit more about Mona's teacher.
It's a long story, but I'm not quite sure that I'm the best person to tell it. Since you've all spent so much time and energy trying to decipher this prophecy, you must also be very interested in the secret behind this lantern, no? The lantern has already been lit. Now then, please allow me to disturb your happy peace.
Have a good night.
Huh. Why did this little thing just light up? How strange.
Yeah, I'll probably be ending the stream
Hello?
after the
On the other
quest
side
is
of the
over.
lantern. Can you hear me over there?
Mom?
Wait, what?
Oh, I hear many youthful voices.
Madam,
Yeah, it was nice meeting
I
you.
am Scarlet, the successor of Jay.
Oh, since we've
Have a
last
good night.
gathered, Jay's
I'm just gonna call
successor
you
has
Unicorn, if
already
that's all right.
become so reckless and bold. Unbelievable.
Wait. Why are you talking just like the old hag?
Old hag? Who would dare say that? Is that Mona?
Oh dear.
Who are you? Who dares imitate my master?
And what of imitation and mimicry? It has always been a fool's errand to mimic and learn from humanity.
Oh, it's Alice. I'm here too.
Mom, why are you trying to talk like other people?
So I see everyone's here.
Oh, it is
well,
Alice.
Then, my warmest greetings, everyone.
Miss Alice, why would you...
Well, it's been many years since this lantern last lit up. You can't blame me for thinking that one of the old friends from my youth may have decided to catch up again.
Why she sounds so coy all of a sudden?
And if I recall correctly, we left this lantern in the care of the Animo Archon Barbados. You must be commended for uncovering an artifact entrusted to the god of wind himself.
Uncovering the artifact. Sure, that's what this was.
Tell me, are you sitting around my beloved tea party table?
It's a really long table.
Oh, so you are. I suppose this means even the Animo Archon has granted you entry to this place. Was all of this Scarlet's doing?
Of course Alice knows.
Paimon's completely lost now. So what was this assembly you were talking about earlier?
Oh, Miss Alice, would it be all right to leave the explanation of that to
The
you?
plot thickens.
Well, you should be rewarded for making it all the way up here and activating the lantern. Now then, let me tell you a long and ancient story.
Oh, cutscene time.
Ever heard of the Hexenzirkel? As the spooky name suggests, it's a secret society. Once upon a time, it even challenged the Animo Archon himself. But he replied, "Let us make music, not war, and resolve our conflicts through song." From then on, the mages would only ever convene in the woods, in the skies, or on the edges of cliffs. At these tea parties, they discussed their stories and secrets and resolved their differences, as the tea and cakes bore witness to their pledge never to fight amongst themselves.
Yesterday, I snuffed out the life of my beloved. He had grown old and was extremely sick. He loved me dearly, so I took his fate in my hands and ended his pain.
I'm raising a son. Of all the children I had, he's the only one left. But I suppose that still makes me a mother.
My lifespan is nothing compared to yours, so I wish to leave you with my storybook. Actually, maybe you can pass it on to your children one day.
Oh, this looks interesting. Let me scry.
My dear sisters, we mustn't let prophecies threaten our bonds of friendship. Even the most frightening witch was once a little girl, and growing up can be so tough. Sometimes we all need to vent our troubles to the wind. Even if the nations go to war, or the sky falls down, the mages' tea parties shall forever be held around this table. That's right. We often met here to chat and have tea.
Then, what about the part saying that if we light the lantern of utmost joy, we'd receive a supreme blessing?
About that. I never expected anyone other than Jay to actually read the full contents of that prophecy. It's a little embarrassing. The truth is, that prophecy was actually just a letter that we sent to Jay as a group the day before her wedding.
Oh.
So it was indeed written by all of you.
I must thank you for resisting the urge to immediately reveal the truth to everybody, Albedo. Knowing you, you probably figured out everything the moment you laid eyes on the message.
No, it took me a little longer than that.
A flower that is not of this world, a guide who will never get lost, one who would never lie, and a legend that never ends. These 4 descriptions signify 4 individual mages. When a member of the organization had to leave the group to spend the rest of her days with her beloved, the other mages would write down this prophecy and send it to her to invite her for a final get-together.
Oh, interesting. So like a bachelorette party, basically, I would think.
A flower that is not of this world signifies, of course, flowers that do not naturally exist in this world. This is the signature of our full name, Rhindaughter, also known as Gold.
Rhindaughter. Oh, that's the name I've been hearing about. Huh.
If there's anyone in this world who could create a flower species that does not yet exist, it would be her. The guide who will never get lost is N, otherwise known as Nicole. You may not have encountered her yet, but she is a truly extraordinary woman who has made this world's direction and order her subject of study. Some of you may be fortunate enough to have already heard her voice. Like a prophetess, she will only speak to guide people toward the truth when a change has occurred in the world. She has a tendency to suddenly speak in someone's mind without any warning.
Okay, so that's why. So it changes with the name that you gave the Wanderer.
If one day you would be unfortunate enough to run into a truly dangerous situation, she may use her voice to guide the way forward for you.
Who would have guessed that there are so many mysterious women in this world, and that they would all know each other?
The one who would never lie is me. I hope no one would take offense. It's just that I, Alice, or A for short, have always had a soft spot for those with sincerity and candor. As for a legend that never ends, you may not know M in person, but you've likely encountered one of her works. Have any of you ever read The Boar Princess?
Huh? I'm pretty sure every child in Mondstadt has read that book.
It's also one of my favorite stories. M was an exceptional human writer who used her prose to teach me the meaning of grief. Don't you think such a person would deserve a seat at the mage's table?
Paimon's getting more and more lost.
It may sound hard to believe, but I can attest to everything that Alice has said. Jay was also a mortal who aged and passed on, leaving her title to her students and followers. Alice, you've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors. It's now been centuries since the first of us took on her mantle. I've always wanted to meet you.
Do you also want to become a mage?
Title aside, I think I'm more interested in the meaning and purpose of the Hexen Circle. I used to think that the Hexen Circle was a group of women who could control the very fate of this world. But now, I've seen for myself that besides Jay, many other ordinary people were also among you.
Do you think less of us now?
No, not at all. My interest has been piqued, and I'm now even more drawn towards the idea of becoming a mage.
You're right. I've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors, but you are different. You are much more fascinating than any of your predecessors.
Oh, has someone finally piqued Aunt Alice's interest?
Now is not a good time, Scarlet, but as soon as I am able, I will seek you out for a meeting. I want you to tell me all about Jay's married life back in her hometown.
So she wants to gather you to gossip. Gotcha.
So the mage who received the prophecy letter from all of you was Jay? She left the Hexen Circle after getting married?
Precisely. There was only one way the letter could have been interpreted. She would have known what we meant as soon as she saw the message. We were just asking one thing of her. Please come to see us again. Before you go and settle forever with your happiness, please come share some of it with your best friends and sisters.
So, the Supreme Blessing actually meant...
All journeys are fleeting and will eventually come to an end. What will give us the most fulfillment and happiness in the end are those who will greet us at our journey's destination. Dear child, I believe you can also understand what I am talking about. We women will always have many troubles and encounter pains and frustrations that will keep us up at night. But no matter how hard things may become, we will cross mountains and oceans to see our best friends again, regardless of how many years have passed or how far the distance may be. As long as we can be with our beloved friends, our hearts will be filled with joy. To us mages, that's what being supremely blessed is all about.
Interesting.
Oh. I still don't get it, but I do know that all the mages are Mom's best friends.
You'll understand it when you're older, Klee.
If you ask how I see it, the Hexen Circle is just a group of ladies that I spent my youth with. Anyway, I'll introduce some of the other members to you all later. I still have a few things to attend to, so this will have to do for today.
Bye, Mom. Todoko says bye, too.
Goodbye, darling, and farewell to all of our other friends as well. I'm sure we'll see each other again. Oh, now that I think of it, isn't it getting close to that time of year?
Yes, it's Windblume again, Alice.
It's also a special anniversary date. I'm sure you still remember.
Yes, I do remember now. It was on this day many, many years ago that Jay tied the knot. Oh, just in time for the Festival of Love and Freedom. Everyone, please enjoy this year's Windblume Festival to the fullest.
Wow.
Whoa! Ah! Albedo! Why didn't you tell me we'd have to glide all the way back down?
Ooh, hold on. Oh, that is a nice screenshot. Alrighty. Ah. I love amazing events like this. I wish they could do them more often, but I understand that it takes a lot of work to make stuff like this. So I don't mind waiting for stuff like this. Yeah. Alright, well, Remnant's done with his stream. I guess someone isn't a fan of gliding.
Are you okay, Timaeus? Maybe you'd feel better if you just, you know, let it out.
I'm fine, I'm fine. I'm just, a little glider sick, that's all.
You may want to look into getting your own gliding license when you have the time. It might prove helpful to you.
Okay. Sure thing.
It sounds like you've still got something on your mind. Why don't you tell us? We're all happy to listen.
It's nothing, really. It's just... Well, Alice's story was really interesting and romantic. I won't argue about that. But still, the whole thing wasn't quite what I was hoping for. Of course, I didn't actually expect the supreme blessing to be real, but...
Don't say that. None of this was your fault, Timaeus. Honestly, it's more on me for having agreed to be the Windblume Festival Special Ambassador.
No, don't you dare blame yourself,
Had I not
Sucrose.
asked for everyone's
This is nobody's
help.
fault.
If anything, it should be my fault for finding that prophecy.
Collei?
Oh, no. I didn't mean to blame the two of you either. I just feel like this whole adventure didn't really end on a high note, and we also didn't really get anything out of it.
Yes, we did. We got plenty of lore.
But I'd say we still learned something new.
Well, that aside, Timaeus, you still need to go to Liyue to apologize to Yingar, right? Do you want Collei and I to accompany you?
Oh, Miss Yingar. I mean, I just really don't want her to get mad at me. Now that I've come back to my senses, I really don't know what I should do.
Hey, you three? You may want to look over there.
Oh.
Huh? Miss Yingar?
Oh, so that's Miss Yingar? I've never met her before.
Yep, that's her. And she actually came all the way to Mondstadt.
I am so sorry, Miss Yingar, but how did you... I mean...
Are you so happy just to see me?
Of course I am. I'm so happy that, I don't, sorry, I don't know what to say.
The lighting changes too.
I was ready to give you a harsh scolding, but now that I've seen you like this, I suppose I could let you off the hook this time. You said you couldn't come to pick me up because of a very important matter, right? Well then, of course I had to come and find you instead.
Should we go see how they're doing?
No, Paimon.
Oh, I wouldn't. You'll get hit by a forest boar if you interrupt a couple's romantic conversation.
Oh, really? We'll just leave them alone then.
I am so glad to see Timaeus find his happiness.
I have to say, I'm even more envious of you, Sucrose. You can be happy just to see others happy, and you gave me so much help without any expectations in return. Even though you said that we're very much alike, I still feel like you have a much bigger heart than I do.
But if you say that, then I'd say I'm also nowhere near as brave or tenacious as you. I guess we have the same amount of positive qualities. They're just spread over different parts of our personalities.
Let's just say that you're both amazing people and call it a draw, okay?
I've never visited Sumeru, or made many friends from outside of Mondstadt. I'm happy just to have met and become your friend. Maybe I'll get shy and flustered when I meet other people I don't know in the future. But that's okay too. Since we are so alike, you probably get what I'm trying to say. You just need to believe that all of your issues aren't really issues at all.
But isn't it too late now for me to learn to accept myself?
Well... Do you know anything about the blooming cycles of Cecilius?
I doubt it.
I may have read about that in a book before.
That's a topic that my parents used to talk about back when they were still dating. Surprising, right? To think that people would talk about that while on a date. My mom brought it up at dinner one time last month. She called my dad the most boring man she knew, and said that he even turned up late to a date once, all with a smile on her face. But she also said that learning is just another part of life. It's never too late to start something, as long as you recognize that it's something good for you to do. Why don't you give it a try, Kale?
Okay, I'll try my best. They're really having a great conversation. Paimon can't even find a moment to join in.
I nearly forgot. This is for you.
This texture. Are these seeds?
Yep. I believe I mentioned my sweet flower research to you before. These are the seeds of the sweet flower cultivars that I've worked on.
Oh, so the super sweet flowers.
It's nothing too special, but they're the best cultivars that I've made. So, I really hope that you'll like them.
Ooh.
They're super sweet and easy to grow and keep. I'm also submitting them as my Windblooms for this year. I wish that the Animo Archon could also see how lovely they are.
Thank you. I'll plant them in the Avidia forest and take good care of them.
Kale, please take these notes with you. I've heard that you've been working hard on your studies, so I've prepared some study materials for you at Sucrose's request. Feel free to look through them whenever you can find the time. Mondstadt's doors will always remain open to you.
Thank you so much. Really, I don't know what to say. I'm just really happy. Ah, Sucrose, now's your chance. Didn't you want to collect a breath of joy?
You're right. I almost forgot. Kale, can you exhale once into this test tube?
I still don't understand
I will save this breath of joy and use it in my research.
Into it.
Oh, really? May I?
Of course.
The fluid turns a deep violet. Huh?
Huh? What was that?
It was like a little cloud of happiness, but now it flew away.
Well, luckily, there's still some breath left in the test tube. I'll seal it up for now. I'll keep working on it and let you know as soon as I have any breakthroughs in my research.
Yeah, you can write to me. I'll be sure to respond as soon as I receive your letter.
Is it because of her vision, or...?
Oh, it looks like you found a new pen pal.
Master Tainari! Sino!
If your friendship was forged in a test tube, does that make you test friends forever?
Oh, no, enough of the stupid puns. Please. What did we do to deserve this?
That's it. I think you've ruined Sumeru's reputation in Mondstadt beyond all hope of repair.
Yeah, I think he has. Please, kick him out.
All that matters is that I've enjoyed Mondstadt immensely. The dragon here possesses a majestic form.
Oh, that reminds me. Traveler, this card back is for you. Sino wanted you to have one for yourself. If I had to guess, I'd say he probably wants you to use it if you challenge him to a duel.
I'll be sure to use it when I thoroughly beat him in a duel.
I'm a master of the game. Do you dare challenge me?
Yes. Bring it on.
Can you believe this guy? Huh. Let's knock him off his high horse. Wait, I've got something to give you too.
Oh, it looked like she had ears for a second.
Huh?
Like Tainari
Holly
ears.
has a gift for us? Yeah, I figured I should follow local Mondstadt customs and prepared a few small things themed after the Windblume festival.
Oh.
I made these bookmarks from Sumeru roses at the hotel. I want to give them to Amber, Master Tainari, and Sino. During Windblume, Mondstadters offer flowers to the people most important to them. You three are family to me.
But Tainari said that we're not anything like an academic family. He wouldn't write joint papers with us.
Well, in this case, we can consider ourselves as regular siblings. And that should be just fine.
I agree. Oh, and here are some Padisara seeds as well. These are for the Traveler, Paimon, and everyone else from Mondstadt. Whoa! Are these really for us?
So, are these your chosen Windblooms?
Mm-hmm. One of them. Both Potty Sours and Sumeru Roses are my Windblooms. Although they're not native to Mondstadt, they are the flowers that can best express my feelings. I want to give them to the people I feel thankful for. To those who I wish to accompany as we greet more seasons and future Windblooms together. The real blessing in life is when you are surrounded by people who you'd miss day and night, and who you'd want to see even if that meant crossing mountains and oceans to do so.
I'm so happy to hear you say that.
Sucrose, do you see that cloud over there?
Huh?
Doesn't it look just like your test tube?
Ah, I love it. Cole's Windblume. Lazarite Swirl. Oh. Hey, Albedo, what up?
You like the card back from Sino, right? I must admit, I also spent a good amount of effort coming up with a design. His request was quite interesting. He wanted a dragon, a cool pose, and a design that would stand out and awe his opponents. Although the commission was for himself, he wanted the back to be flashy enough to draw the attention of the opposing player. Perhaps there's something that can be said about how, when it comes to Genius Invocation TCG, friendship is more important than competition. He also said that such an impressive card back should be shared with friends. Since he gave it to you, this must mean he considers you to be a close friend. Oh, and speaking of, to repay my efforts, he also gifted me the card back as well. Maybe I'll also give the game a try.
I'll be sure to thoroughly meet you for that prank you pulled. Ah.
Am I dreaming? Miss Ying-ar, you really came all the way to Mondstadt to see me? Why were you willing to make the trip?
Why wouldn't I want to come see you, It's not like a quick trip from Liyue to Mondstadt is completely unheard of or anything. Also, isn't it time for you to drop the miss and just call me Ying-ar?
Oh, Ying-ar. Ying-ar. I think I still need some time to get used to calling you that.
Look at you, already so flustered. And we're just getting started.
Oh my.
No, I'm just overwhelmed with happiness. Thank you so much for coming to see me for Windblume.
I'll leave them alone. Now I'm trying to remember where all the people are for this.
I wonder which flower will be the festival favorite this year. If I had to choose.
What are Windblooms?
Hard work is all there is to the craft.
I figured Mona would be near her house. Nope, can't knock on the door or anything. I love this event. I honestly do. what? There's someone I should talk to. Glory still talk about Godwin. That's good. Trying to figure out where Klee and Lisa and them would be. Oh. But here's these four.
Kale, Sucrose! I brought some home-cooked food. Why don't we enjoy it together?
Really? Sounds great!
I must point out a small issue about your cooking. You have a tendency to put a little too much flavoring in your dishes.
Sorry. I guess I've been a little heavy-handed with the seasonings lately.
Are you feeling stressed recently? Do you want to find someone to play cards with? It really helps with stress. I promise.
Oh, that sounds like a good idea. If I recall, both you and Sucrose are pretty good players, right?
Oh yeah, we are. We've been playing together, and we were actually talking about this just a few days ago.
Since you are already familiar, would you mind also showing me the rules sometime?
Yeah, Kale seems to be a natural at the game. Maybe she's already the best player out of all of us.
Well, she does hang out with Sino.
Huh? Me?
That's right. You've been all talk at the tavern. That little girl from Sumeru is really good at the game. If I can find the chance, I would love to test my skills against her.
Really?
Isn't that great, Kale? You've become a TCG celebrity.
Oh,
Ah. Oh. Please not back in solitary confinement, is she? Okay.
Please be quiet with them.
Ella. Oh, yeah. Hence her commissions.
Please be quiet within the premises and refrain from making a racket.
Does the door really close on me? Oh. I'm curious what the others have to say. Trying to think of where the others could be. I just hope when I talk to Sino he doesn't make any more awful puns. Oh, just Ellen back here. this for? Nope. I'm honestly surprised we didn't come across Barbara. You would think something this big, Barbara would come out.
Anything the knights can do for you.
Maybe we just didn't have a chance to run into her. Oh. Yep. That checks out.
It's the best way for us to show
Weird stalker. Alright. Venti's not sitting up there. Well, Venti's probably at the angel share drinking again. Ah, Anthony and Anna. You can tell those two are siblings. Huh. Well, that'll just about wrap everything up. I'm really glad I decided to stream this. Because at first I was putting it off because I had other stuff to do. But I'm glad I did. Because I got to stream the entire story all in one go. Really, Venti's not in here. Huh. Huh. Ah. Trying to think. Well. That's. Oh. I better not scare the fish. Oh boy.
Mona, look! I found a 4-leaf clover.
Oh.
It's so
I just
pretty.
get several
Do you
comments.
like it?
Oh. Okay then.
Huh? Is it from me? Thank you, Klee.
Could you also say something nice to Klee?
Oh, of course. I've actually gotten really good at this. Oh, Miss Klee, our mighty Spark Knight, you are the flame of hope for all of Mondstadt and the vessel for...
Huh? What's a vessel?
Oh, no, Klee doesn't seem to really appreciate this kind of praise. Okay then. Klee, you're super adorable, and your hat and backpack are the cutest. Did your mom get them for you?
Oh. Okay. Come on. All right. And all right.
Yep. Mom said that she picked them out with Dodoko, and Dodoko really loves this backpack too, which is why Dodoko's always hanging from the side. Mom also said that someone else was also helping her pick out the gifts that day. What was the name again? Ah, if Klee remembers correctly, people would call her the Old Hag.
Dang it, so we're still not getting Mona's teacher's name.
Wait, the Old Hag? Huh. Okay, well, now that you mention it, the Old Hag does have a fondness for picking out hats.
No. Okay, I guess I better end the stream before any more of that shows up in the comments. Alright. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed the stream. And video for those who are watching it after as a recording. I hope you all have a howling good day.